Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, we're back. Hello, and welcome to a live stream commentary of the World Report with me, your host, Jean-Luc Welch. We are here for Fundora versus Thurman for the WBC title at 154. A fight old versus new, tall versus short, a comeback versus a rise to dominance. Who's gonna reign supreme? Will it be the 6'5" towering in front of that is Sebastian Fundora, or will it be Keith one-time Thurman becoming a two-time champion in two different divisions? Oh, we're gonna find out absolutely. We're gonna have some fun with you all on this show today. We appreciate you tuning in. We're happy that you are listening to us. Hello and welcome all across the world, wherever you may be. I am Jean-Luc Welch. This is the World Report. We are happy that you're here on our live stream fight commentary. We're going to have breakdowns. We're going to have thoughts and opinions, questions, comments, concerns about everything involving the fights at hand and what's happened earlier in the day. And Lord knows if you got to see the fight earlier, about an hour before this fight, boy, did it not tell you Moses Itauma is a problem? I told you, and it came true. I told you he's a problem. I told you he's a monster. I told you he's a menace. And we got a new boogeyman. Forget boogeyman. We got a man that stokes fear into the heart of the whole heavyweight division, in the likes of Moses Itauma, with him knocking out cold Jermaine Franklin in 6 rounds in a masterful, dominating performance against what was seen as a gatekeeper fighter, but a gatekeeper that if you can put him out, oh boy, you did something even the likes of Fabio Wardley, Anthony Joshua, and Dillian White couldn't do. So I'm telling you this, hey man, we're gonna have to talk about him. He's the real deal. Oh yes, he is. And we're gonna have so much fun discussing that and so much more, as well as the fights that we're seeing on this card that we're excited to see right here, right now with you. Oh, we already got people in the chat that are commenting and listening to the show already. Like with Love King, what's going on with you? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning into the show with us on today. It's fight night, baby. Let's go. You doggone right. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Let's do what it do, and let's make this night oh so special. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Thurman by KO in the 3rd round. Now that's a lofty proposition to think that's going to take place. That's interesting now. Oh my. Hey, look, if that does take place, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if that happens. If we do in fact see the likes of Thurman actually make it to, or rather make his presence known yet again. Also, we got people like Burr. Burr, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for tuning into the show. Happy that you're here with us today. Ryan, welcome back. Ryan Graves, salute to you. Appreciate you on the live stream. Thank you for joining us on our show on today. We're happy that you're here. We're happy to be a part of this whole endeavor, and we're happy to give you entertainment, fun, and excitement, all for your viewing and listening pleasure. We're going to give you play-by-play action, blow-by-blow, essentially calling of commentary, and we're going to be even better than what you hear on television. At least we're going to try to match the likes of Mauro Ranallo and debate and talk about the rest of the boxing world as time goes on. Thurman taking Fundora into deep waters. Well, he may. He just might. That's a real issue. He might. If he does, oh Lord, you want to talk about stupendous proposition. You want to talk about if Fundora if it goes late, from the standpoint of if Fundora takes Thurman late, it could be that Thurman gets in some real trouble. Because again, I believe Thurman hasn't been into the deep waters since his return into boxing. Again, against Jarvis, he knocked him out. I think what was it, 6 or 7 rounds? Just about outside of that. Heck, the gas tank could still be texted. Don't forget the damage that could be incurred. He could still be, heck, maybe he can't take a shot the same way. Who knows? A lot of questions about the age and ability and the reaction time, the athleticism, and the all-around skill set at the championship level of one of the more prolific dominant stars at 147 in Keith Thurman. Can he bring that same dominance up to here at 154 in his biggest test literally to date? It might be the biggest test in his entire career, with them fighting against a literal 6'5" menace of a man in the likes of Sebastian Fundora. But again, we gotta make sure we do our right thing and make sure we plug the stuff that we need to plug for the show. Hey, go ahead and leave a like on the stream if you can. Means the world to me, helps the show out oh so much, helps us to grow oh so much more expeditiously, helps the public and the algorithm to see what we got going on this show and makes us even more popular. Subscribe to the channel, join the empire, be a part of the hottest show in all of the globe right here on YouTube and on every podcasting platform imaginable. Hit the notification bell. Go ahead and also do the most important, keep on chatting in the comment section, and please be sure to do the most important thing, which is to share this show and share this live stream with everybody that you know, so we can keep on building up this empire together, all with you and your support. We can make this thing the hottest place to be and make this show and this community oh so special and reach the heights of the biggest of big around this social media platform or even beyond. But we can't do it without you. And if you would like to support the channel, hey, like we say, Cash App, PayPal, links down below if you can, and super chats and super gifts if you want to talk about the fight at hand, if you want to talk about questions surrounding the other spectrums of the boxing sphere that you want to discuss with me, because we got some time right now before the first fight comes on for the main card. We want to hear from you. We want to have your thoughts and opinions be heard. But before we do any of that, hey, we're going to jump into the world of boxing, and we're going to jump into the world of a little bit of a talking point. We can talk about taking this comeback. We talk about Thurman and Fundora, but before that, we got to talk about the knockout that has swept the nation, and that is Moses Itauma doing a demolition job on the head of Jermaine Franklin. And hey, who said it? Somebody said it up here. I think it was Burr beforehand, but he had said he had called it. He had called it. I called it. A couple other people had called it. The question was why this fight was important. And it was because if he can put out Jermaine Franklin, it puts him on a different sphere, of not just competitive forever, but outright elite perspective in the landscape of the boxing world at heavyweight. He was already seen as, hey, this could be something special. This could be something phenomenal. This could be something insane. This could be something spectacular. It blew away my expectations. Not only did he knock him out, the brother knocked him down as well. I think it was in round 3? I believe, round 3 or 4, I believe is when he knocked him out. In said fight, and when he knocked him down, in said fight with a hook. And crazy enough, the setup for that knockdown was crazy. Led with a lead, no, it was a power hook, because this is southpaw. I forgot it was a southpaw. Led with the power hook, got Franklin a bite, then came on with his left hand on the temple, put him down, and he didn't really recover after that. And then, swept up Jermaine Franklin with an uppercut on the inside where they were both in the clinch in it was a literal one-hitter quitter. I'm telling you, that was forget scary. That was horrific. That knockout. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up right now, so you all can be able to see it. So look, we have a little bit of time. We can actually watch the fight. Let me at least show you the the knockout at hand, because it was indeed something special. No question about it. When I tell you it was a setup of a picture perfect KO, that indeed is what it was. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a second. Is it there? Is it here? I don't know why the screen's black. There we go. Now we can transition over. Here you go. I'll let you see it for yourself, and hopefully, I don't know if I can play. I might be able to play. Nah, I can't play the sound because it is owned by the zone, but I can indeed play the highlight. And as you can see, let me make sure you can see. Yeah, as you can see, Itauma came in and completely ran roughshod through the likes of Jermaine Franklin. Look, he was so quick you couldn't even catch the actual KO. Bullet came in, short shot, and then boom, uppercut. Head out on his feet, guard down, guard out. Mind you, 20 seconds was how long Jermaine Franklin was on the ground before actually being able to get him. Mind you, he was still trying to get his balance on his knees. That knockout was spectacular, and this man is not just a hopeful position or in a hopeful position to be another face in the division. This man is set up to go and dominate, decimate, destroy, and ravage the entirety of the heavyweight world. And when I tell you it is, forget just scary, we got it from all angles and all positions. I mean, look, the sweat flew. The sweat on that shot of Moses Itauma when he landed and completely destroyed. I mean, look at this. Going through again on the inside. This is after already hurting Jermaine Franklin. I mean, brother, you don't see this type of impact on just a normal man. This cat is insane. He's insane. He's ridiculous. He gets leverage from every position. He gets power wherever he chooses to throw and whichever hand that he wants to throw. As we're getting ready to go into the first fight of the main card of this Fundora versus Keith Thurman fight. But this was ridiculous, and let alone not just the punch. Look at the reaction. Look at the reaction. Look at that, brother. He was out and still up. I want you to understand why this was so scary. I'm gonna play the main version of the feed. We getting ready to go into the fight at hand. That's getting ready to happen. But I'm gonna see if I can slow mo this real quick. You see the short power uppercut that's getting ready to land. Watch what happens after he lands. Gets caught. There's nothing he can do. Now I want you to see what makes this so scary that he got this knockout in this type of way. That right there. Notice, he threw his lead hand. This brother had mercy. That's not glazed. This man had legitimate mercy. We're comparing to Mike Tyson. And in terms of, this brother's coming through young and hungry, going through and decimating competition. We're comparing to Mike Tyson. People call him the UK Mike Tyson right now. That's what the commentators will call him. He's got a bunch of skill sets. I'm not saying he's Mike Tyson, but he's got a lot of skills. But you know what makes Mike Tyson different? If Mike was in the same position and somebody was out on his feet like that, he's not throwing a jab. He's throwing another hook with the same power hand. That probably would have sent him to the hospital. Mind you, if Itauma had landed with the same left hook, had offered the uppercut, went full on with the hook, and closed the distance with the hardest shot he could from his best hand, but I dare say Jermaine Franklin might be dead. He might be dead. He might have, if he had thrown a hook instead of just a straight up jab, he might be dead. I'm dead serious. He might have actually, we could have actually seen the actual body in the ring. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I'm saying that is the vulnerability we're seeing Itauma put people in. And this is a cat who doesn't get hurt. It's insane. It's incredible. It's phenomenal. It's all around stupendous. And my gosh, I'm so excited for it. And I'm telling you, Itauma is the truth. No question. We're probably going to talk about that knockout all throughout this show and all throughout this night as things are going on. And yeah, Burr is getting ready to start. They're announcing the first, I think this is more heavyweights actually in the first card of the event. I'm watching on my stream right now. They're walking to the center of the ring with each other, getting ready to call the actions. We're about to have a fight on our hands. But please, I still want to hear your thoughts and opinions on Itauma, on the likes of his ability as a boxer, his ability as a fighter, his position after knocking out Jermaine Franklin to potentially get a shot at a world title sooner rather than later, which it looks like it could be real soon now. It could be real soon. But either way, we'll talk about it as time goes on, because right now we got a fight to call as we got round one of our main card going underway right now in, I believe this is the heavyweight division. Let's get it going. Navarro versus, how do I say his name? I don't know. Good gosh, I don't know how to say that brother's name. Let me. Hovesian, is that how you say it? Hovesian. Okay, Hovesian. Navarro versus Hovesian. Navarro in the black and white trunks. Hovesian in the white and gold trunks. Hovesian, big body, potentially a big puncher. Now, mind you, I don't have any real background on these two fighters, but we can probably see, if we see Hovesian use that size, maybe some lumbering ability to wear down on a smaller fighter in Navarro. And can we see Navarro get under the body, or rather under the punches of Hovesian, and then have the ability to maybe land something over top and do what we potentially want to see the likes of Keith Thurman do, which is go and land an overhand on the head of the taller man and potentially chop down that tree with an abundance of force. Maybe we could see it, hypothetically. But either way, that's what we're calling right now. 1:55 left in round one of this fight right now. Navarro with the jab. Hovesian very much being, again, like a tree, staying put, trying to circle around the ring. Navarro using a lot of head movement, a lot of jabs to the body, looking to try to break a bunch of windows on the midsection of the bigger fighter in Hovesian. Shoot. Oh, gosh. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. My tea. Hold on. I got tea for the fight. I'm trying to steep stuff and cold stuff so I can make sure, since we got a whole lot of action, we're going to have a whole bunch to talk about. And so I'm trying to keep my voice like a fighter, all well and prepped and ready, so I can have the ability to keep on calling all these fights like you want me to. But even still, stuff burned my finger, my goodness. But either way, 112, a minute and 12 on my screen right now in the Navarro Hovesian card. Hovesian fight in the first fight of this, good gosh, 10 rounds. It's a 10-round fight. This is going to be like an 8 or potentially 6-round affair. Shoot. Either way, 42 seconds. Not 42 seconds. I'm sorry. See, I'm struggling because I burnt my finger. And that pain is kind of holding me over right now. I apologize. Let me see if I can get my time right on this stuff. And yeah, it's getting ready. If I'm behind or ahead on your screen, my boy said, hold on, am I actually behind? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get my mouth. Am I behind on this fight card? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a second. It's saying it's 35. It's saying it's 10 seconds left in round 1. But y'all saying it might be round 2. Hold on a minute. Let me make sure I'm not behind. Let me get I'm grabbing my remote and I'm trying to see if potentially I need to fast forward on this thing, because I ain't trying to miss out on what's going on right now. But let me keep on reading what you all got to say in the chats while we are getting to see. This is why it's good to have it early in the fight, so we can make sure everything that we need is together, working accordingly, and we ain't got no trouble getting these fights getting called. But let me see. Too many sports going on. Oh yeah, Barry, what's going on with it? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning into the show with us on today. Too many sports tonight. Dodgers game is tonight. They also had Sticky Wemby and Giannis. We had a couple of fights. We got the UFC. I think we got Israel Adesanya also is returning to the ring today, or rather tonight, excuse me. And I don't think it's going to be his last fight, but if he loses, it's definitely going to be one of the last fights that he has in his tenure as a competitor in the UFC. He's even said himself that he ain't got much long in this sport. As again, now on my screen it's saying we're going into round 2. So, hey, look, like I said, on my screen right now, I've refreshed it, updated it. It says we're in round 2 right now on my thing. Lord knows I hope I'm not behind on y'all. I'm doing everything I can to make sure I'm as up to date with this app, with the zone, and with everything under the sun, so I can be sure I'm not missing no action at all, because y'all want this play-by-play type of affair. So yeah, 235 in round 2 as we're starting the round on my screen. Navarro with a jab to the body. Hovesian, the big gug as he's called, going in trying to shoot out with that jab. Hasn't really thrown a whole bunch of power in this fight thus far. Also, please leave a like on the stream if you are already here, and we want to hear your thoughts and opinions on what you think is going to happen with Fundora and Keith Thurman. Your predictions on the Can Will the Towering Inferno do damage and decimate the likes of Thurman, or will Thurman be able to turn back the clock one more time and become champ once again? We want to hear your opinions on it all, or on most of the Itauma, or on the rest of the fight card as a whole that you want to discuss and talk about. And let's see, still a minute 55 left in the fight of round 2. Hovesian has thrown, again, not a whole bunch of power. It's a lot of jabbing, trying to catch the smaller guy, even though Navarro is kind of right in front of him for a lot of big, good slip into a straight right hand for the likes of Navarro that caught Hovesian. Another duck under by Navarro under the hooks of Hovesian, and Navarro's doing some decent work trying to get around the limbs of the taller man in Hovesian. I would hope that we would see Navarro, if he's going to break some windows, really break some windows. Dig downstairs to the body. Throw those hooks. Really dig to the liver and the spleen, whichever side is on, to make sure you can actually wear down and the fatigue and give you even more chances to land some big thudding shots up top when it actually becomes more available. Good hook by Navarro. Hovesian still planted like a tree. Hooked but to the body by Navarro. Again, Hovesian doesn't react. Still tries to stay persistent. Stay effective. Jabbing downstairs now is Hovesian. 51 seconds on the fight left in round 2 at this point in time. First fight of the Fundora card between two heavyweights in the division. I think this is the second fight in This thing, yeah, right now, yeah, it's Navarro's round at this point, doing better activity, doing more work, and he's just about taking it. Not taking it. Excuse me. He has taken this round and going into round 3. Yeah, he's most likely gonna be able to dominate. Yeah, rather in terms of keeping as the slicker, more active fighter, he's probably gonna be able to do some real work and handle Hovesian. Not in the sense of he'll knock him out, but just on points, he'll be able to do what he needs to do. That's what it's looking like it's going to do right now, in the sense of Navarro controlling with his activity and using his disadvantage in height to his advantage to slip undershots and then land where the openings are on the body. A lot of jabs downstairs, a lot of straight punches, a lot of ethical work of taking the real estate that's available and then changing your level and going back up top when you have the capacity to. And it works. Because it works, don't go away from it. And I'm glad that he is not. As we're getting ready to go into round 3 right now on my screen. And so let me see. Joe Goosen, horrible coach. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say yeah. But you know what? Malik Scott and this fighter lost when he was trying to give a bunch of motivation. Joe Goosen he's been in the game for a minute. I'm not saying he can't coach, but it's been kind of, he's got his mentality checked a little bit when he's going up against some of these big fights. And right now, he needs to make a statement and show, hey, yo, I still know what I'm talking about. And lead his fighter to victory in this fight. Because if he don't do it this time, my gosh, yeah, I'm going to be questioning a lot of stuff. And Ryan Garcia might be right. And this butt is hard. But even still, we're going into round 3 right now. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds in the round. Let me drink some tea. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's nice. That's healthy. That's some healthy tea right there. But we're going into round 3 right now. This first fight, big swing by Navarro that nearly lands on the head of Hovesian. That was a good shot. Now, if that had landed, that could have done some real damage. Again, another straight left hand for Navarro on the head of Hovesian. It's not really an entertaining fighter affair on a big scale, but it is a fight that it is seeing Navarro using his movement from the standpoint of head movement, making himself hard to hit, even though he's stationary, to make it so he's able to win this fight. But it's nothing spectacular that we're seeing going down right now. Like I said, the biggest spectacular thing that we had in the heavyweight landscape was the likes of Itauma knocking out Jermaine Franklin. And this is, for a lot of heavyweights, this is what the fights kind of look like. For a lot of the division. Not all, but a lot of good hooks by Hovesian though. Like they have flashes and stuff. Like you see right there. They can throw some real heavy leather. And when they really start to, get active, even though they're some big bodies, they can move. The only problem is with a lot of the heavyweight division, we're looking at a division where when you pick it up like that, you can't sustain that for long. And then you got some steam on your punches for the first 5 or 6 rounds. You're doing pretty good. And then by round 7 or 8, if you ain't got him out of there, or if it's a close fight, now you're laying on each other. You're wheezing. You're holding. You're very much in dire straits. Even the best of the best right now, and the likes of Fabio Wardley, have run into that issue. Not saying he's the best of the best in the heavyweight world, as we're at 30 seconds left into round 3. But in terms of he's at the top of the division, and we've seen him get gassed, get tired, even when he has full control. He's gotten better with the stamina, but still, it's happened. Fabio Wardley, it happened with him. Shoot, I even saw it with Philip Hergovich, who I even saw it with against Big Bang Jang. Big Bang Jang, every single fight. Good straight right hand by Hovesian as we end the round. But we see it often. And it can be and has been incredibly problematic for when you get these smaller guys or these more limber guys in a land of giants. All of a sudden, Usyk's able to thrive. We see the likes of Itauma be able to thrive. We see Deontay Wilder be able to go through and have his run of dominance over this land of incredible size and strength strictly because he had the size, but he also had something everybody else didn't have, speed on top of his power. Though he didn't have a bunch of nothing else, because Usyk, he's been dominant because he's been able to be legitimately a master tactician, a master technician, master footwork and mover, as well as just a heart of a lion. Not comparing those them in terms of skill sets, just in terms of what has helped to separate them apart as we get ready to start round 4 of this fight right now. Which, again, it's odd. That's one of the issues. And we even see with Hovesian, you were seeing him in round 3 as we're starting round 4. You saw him in the last round go through and legit. When he actually put some torque on that hook to the body, oh, there's some danger there. Throwing to the head with a little bit more conviction, there's some danger there. But he's got to do it only in a couple of spurts. And that's where those smaller brand of heavyweights, or even if we don't want to say smaller, the Usyk-esque size, more closer to the older eras of heavyweight, looks like he can still thrive. Now again, you still got some other anomalies, like again, Terry Moana, who if you've seen Terry Moana, especially in his last knockout, but he's a monster. He's a menace. He's a danger. That brother's a problem. That man's ridiculous. 6'6", 6'7", nearly an 80-inch reach, arms like a doggone orangutan, but he's able to have speed and flow to snap off his shots. He's got patience, he's got a chin, and the brother, he got power. He got maybe some of the best power that we have in the whole of this up-and-coming era in the heavyweight world. We talk about most talent being the most destructive, understandable. Terry Moana, he's also in that same conversation. At least early on in his career, he's looking like a problem too. And he's one of the other, he has the build of the giants, but he's got the ability of the smaller contention of fighters. Or at least he's got some of the same fluidity as we see from Tyson Fury. Not from a footwork perspective, from a punching flow perspective. Not saying it's nearly as great, but to be at that size to be able to do stuff like that offensively, yeah, it is not easy to do. Most fighters at the heavyweight world can't do it. So, incredibly impressive. But that's what we're seeing right now. And I said it when Usyk beat Tyson Fury, we're going to start seeing a shift. And I think that shift is starting to come to more fruition right now of what heavyweights are being built like. What heavyweights are going to be the ones to go and take over. As, again, 45 seconds left. Good uppercut by likes of Hovesian. Lands a jab as well. Navarro goes back around. Tries to stab jab straight right by Hovesian. 35 seconds left in round 4. Hovesian starting to now press a little bit more. Good shot. Good shot. See, the quickness is there now. It is there. It just can't be done in the same constant, consistent rate, but it is there. It is there for 14 seconds left in round 4. Both of them, again, Hovesian trying to pick his spots to be more deliberate and aggressive. Still dealing with the activity and movement of Navarro as we end the round on the day. On my screen, as we end the round. Let me see. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been watching what's been going on. I mean, it's been Hovesian trying to use his size and his reach to land some jabs, work his way and close the distance and land his big right hand, or go and kind of throw a powerful combination and amp up the speed real quick and then slow it back down and be like a tree yet again. And then Navarro's been ducking, moving, trying to weave undershots, landing with jabs to the body, going up top to the head, switching up his attack from time to time, being more active with his lead hand, still throwing, taking the real estate that's available from the semblance of the body's there, I'll land and then try to be safe. Occasionally throw some heavy leather, but then go back to doing circling around, making himself hard to hit, and then keep on moving and re-rotating or re-spinning the wheel of the cycle of the fight again, in terms of how the pace has been going. As we're going into round 5 right now on my screen. Let me see, Fido, what's going on with you? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning into the show. We're so happy that you're here with us on today. Like I said, we are calling the fights. We want to hear the action from you as well. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions on what we saw just about an hour ago with Moses Itauma. Your thoughts on Fundora going into this fight against the likes of Keith Thurman. Do you want to change your opinions? Do you think somebody's going to be able to win or not win? And all of a sudden shift good or jab. Good straight right by Hovesian. They got some oohs and ahs from the crowd now. Wait a minute. They got some oohs and ahs real quick. That might have been the best shot that we saw land from Hovesian in this fight thus far. He's starting to amp it up now. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left in round 5. Jab to the head. Navarro trying to throw a little bit more. Navarro, Hovesian framing off. Trying to go and work. He's starting to open up. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hovesian trying to, hey. He's starting to do some work now. He's starting to do some work a little bit. Good straight right. Doubling up on the straight right yet again. Minute 58. Good hook to the body. Good hook to the head. Look, Hovesian is starting to actually, we're seeing some good offense now from another straight right. Closing the distance even more. You know what it is? It's a little bit of Martin Bacoli. What we're seeing, using that power hand almost as a jab in some regards of throwing that first. And it's looking like it's starting to work. Some real wonders that we're at the main. Good right hand by the likes of Big Gug. Oh, shoot. That was a good right hand and a good shot to the body. Now we start, see what I said, picking shots. Pick times to actually go and pop the clutch and start opening up some stuff. We're seeing that right now. And look, hey, it's working. It's working. And look, Burr, you're right. He's breaking him down. He's breaking him down right now. Ooh, that's a good shot. Ooh, that's a good shot by the likes of Hovesian. That side's okay. Well, that side's starting to take hold now. That side is starting to take a little bit more effect. Good shot to the body. Minute 10, 11 around on my string. He is really doing work into the Hovesian. The consistency of shots, 3 hooks to the head for Hovesian. Another straight right by Hovesian. Does throw some finger jab as well. Chopping right hand on by Hovesian. The legs of Navarro, they're starting to get a little bit more bouncy because he's trying to get out of dodge a little bit more, but he's got to stay in range to actually be able to score. Short uppercut by Hovesian, and he's throwing, and now Hovesian, it's not loaded up shots, but it's heavy leather. Oh, gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He might be in trouble. He might be in trouble. Navarro might be a little bit in trouble now. Hold on a second. 39 seconds left. I think it was an uppercut on the ropes. Shook him up a little bit. Oh, good. Oh, he's opening up now. Oh, Hovesian got him in the corner. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he's hurt bad. Oh, he's opening up. Hovesian, Big Gug is throwing leather. 23 seconds left. Show me something, brother. Show me something, Navarro. Show me something, brother. You got to do something. Oh, wait, it's over. Oh, it's over. Big Gug with the stoppage. Big Gug with from nothing to something. Brother Hovesian just popped the clutch, put his foot on the accelerator, and put everything he had in the end of the fight in that one round. And he did just that. My goodness, what a... Oh, shoot. Hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, that fight was a little bit boring. Joe Goosen, you got away with one because you actually got to win this time. I'll tell you what, I was getting afraid. I was getting scared. I was getting nervous about this. I was getting hesitant when you, what it looked like early on in the fight with you being able to get Hovesian success. But hey, we finally got to see Joe Goosen get a win. Thank God. Lord knows it's been a long time coming. Shoot, it's been a long time coming, but we got to stop it. The second knockout of the day that I've got to see. And I think on the main card, what a way to start out the card. First fight, KO, a dominant upping of the pace. Hovesian was able to go through and again looked like he was slowly eking up the pressure and then ultimately popped the clutch in that last minute to a minute 30. Caught Navarro with the uppercut and made him circle off the ropes and then really started to let his stuff go, throwing to the body and to the head. And that was good work. That was good. I might actually keep an eye on Big Gug a little bit. Hovesian, you might have just caught my attention as somebody I need to be a little bit more mindful of in this heavyweight division as a potential legit contender amongst some of the other people around his second skill level. Could be very interesting to see what goes through. I dare say we could see even. Well, let me not go that far. I was going to say maybe we could see Hovesian versus Itauma in the next fight as Itauma was looking for his next opponent. But hey, we don't know. We'll find out and we'll keep on moving forward. Nonetheless, either way, great performance, great way to start the card, and a great way to start the night. And we want to hear from you all on your thoughts and opinions on the card as a whole. What do you think is going to happen next? Who do you think is going to steal the fight of the night? Are you excited for some of the other news that's happening in the boxing world that has been very much exciting amongst it being not only the likes of Itauma knocking out Franklin, but also Charlo coming back and working with Errol Spence Jr., working in the gym actively, all of them under the likes of Derek Shields. Or, even more excitingly, the fight that seems to be all well and good, signed, sealed, and delivered. We reported it. We signed, sealed, and delivered. We have reported about it on I think it was Thursday or Friday. I think it was actually Friday that we reported on it about the likes of Boots and Xander Zayas. Can it actually take place? Will it actually happen? Well, now they're putting out more than 50 tweets, brother. Xander Zayas putting out straight up contract signings, and it looks like it's indeed going down without any more conversations or questions. If you didn't get to see it, I'll play it for you right here for us to be able to see what exactly is going on the workings of Boots versus Zayas. But also, let me see. Yanni is am I gonna say this right? Yoanelli is gonna get the stoppage, or is gonna get this dude out of here. I would hope so. I've always had trouble saying his name. I don't know why, but I cannot say this man's name for the life of me. And I've been practicing. I've been trying. Because I've been trying to pay attention to him as he's been moving up in the world of boxing as a dominant puncher at middleweight. Again, Hernandez is what I normally call him as. But no, this cat should be able to put some real, devastating. We want to see something shocking. We want to see something exciting. We want to see something that, hey, look now, I'm not going to lie. With the likes of Carlos Adames gone, this division might just be his 40 taken outside of potentially Janibek and, of course, Arizona Lara. But if he can look to live up to the height that we've seen, hey, this man can be something serious. This man can be making a statement. 9-0. Yeah, both sides is going to be 10-0. With 9 KOs. I'm predicting probably within the first 5 rounds, we're going to see Hernandez get this KO. I'm predicting. I feel we're going to see within the first 5 rounds. Within the first 5, we're going to see Hernandez. We're going to see Hernandez probably get this knockout. And it's probably going to be devastating. It's probably going to be bad. It's probably going to be really bad. And, yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to see some power. I want to see some destruction. I want to be shocked. Even though this is a opponent, again, with all due respect, this is a gimme fight. It's still, you want to make it known, especially in the division that kind of right now is devoid of the big top stars in name. You want to force the world to pay attention to you as much as possible, and this is the time to do it. No question about it. But also, let me go on and make sure I keep my word and play that clip about Xander Zayas, about him going through and signing the dotted line to go and fight Boots Ennis. And it's no longer a fluke. It's no longer a rumor. I think this is about the real deal. They're going to scrap, and I'll let him say it for himself.
Sign, seal, and deliver. We got to fight.
All right. Hey, look, again, quick, easy, and simple. I'm not just playing it just to bide some time. I'm saying that's about as much evidence we got that, okay, it's gone. It's for real. And now we can all be excited. We can all be excited about it. Yeah, we talked about what potentially going to happen. We talked about whether they should or should not let Zayas take the fight. We talked about whether or not Boots is going to get him out within 6 rounds or 8 rounds, or he's going to knock him out outright. We talked about if Zayas ain't ready. All that's well and good, understood. I'm just happy the fight is happening. That's my biggest thing. I'm not getting teased about something taking place that isn't actually going to happen. We're actually getting something going down. That's what I'm excited for. So, hey, look, we got it. It's actually going to happen. So I'm excited for it. No question about it. But let me see what you all got to say. We have a lot of people chatting, and I missed y'all's chats trying to call the KO. But let me see. I haven't watched much of Thurman or Fundora, but it's going to be tough for both. I think it's going to be more tough for Thurman than for Fundora. But we're going to find out absolutely. Moses' body punching is very effective. Yes, it is. No question about it. What time does the pay-per-view start? Well, it starts right now, and if you want to listen to it, you can listen to me on the Watchable right here on the hottest show on the globe. But it's on the I was gonna say the Zone. It's on the PBC, and you can stream it via buying the PBC's pay-per-view, or however else you can watch the fight. That's how you can see it. I would say, or Amazon Prime. But I think you can buy it through Amazon Prime on the PBC website or directly to Prime outright. I think. If I'm wrong, please don't hate me. Don't hate me. I can't remember. I just know I got it. That's it. I don't know how. I just know I got it. But also, let me see. Main Plays, what's going on with you? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. We're happy that you're back. Happy that you're here. Thank you for coming on the show. Y'all hit the like. Yes, please do. Please do. Please do. Please do. Please do. I need every single iota of like I can get. I'm competing with big dogs on this big stage of social media. I'm talking about we are the Mike Tyson of this social media network. We exciting. We gonna give you something you ain't never seen before. We gonna be historic. But brother, we dealing with some tall monsters up here in the center of the rest of the social media world. We can't do this without your help to make us grow, flourish, and shine and knock out the competition. Yes, I know that's corny. It's cheesy, but it works, so I'm using it. You're doggone right. You're doggone right. So that's how we is gonna be operating. But again, as we're looking towards Fundora in his outing with the likes of Keith Thurman, do you think Fundora can deal with the footwork of Keith Thurman in an effective way that makes him manageable? Or do you feel that it's going to be a tougher time than we're giving him credit for? That Thurman is going to give the likes of Fundora? Because we got to be completely honest now. The one thing that we thought Thurman was going to leave behind in that 3-year hiatus from boxing due to injury and other things was the feet. Normally, that's the first thing to go. The rust of the feet, the ability of your fleet-footed nature, the movement, the dancing of a fighter, the ballerina-esque style that a fighter can bring. You lose that when you don't use it when you're in boxing. But apparently, he had a lot more than I thought when he fought against the likes of Jarvis in his first fight back. Brock Jarvis now going up against the likes of not going up against the likes of Thurman, Fundora. He's going to need it. He's going to need it incredibly, because he's going to have to dance around essentially the jungle that is the limbs and body of Fundora. And he can't be tracked by just standing head first. He can't be just stationary. Because if he's just stationary, be clear, if he just turns stationary, he's going to get put out quick. He can't get put out quick. If Pacquiao can knock you down at his old age, when he was at 147, when he took the title from you, or defended the title from you, one of the two when he fought for the belt against you, he can go through. Fundora can go through it in your night quickly, quick and in a hurry. Hold on, let me get my remote real quick so I can turn this thing up. Wait a minute, just had to step away real quick. I'm back now. But yeah, he can get put out. He's got to move. It's no question. You got to be in range. You got to be in. There's no mid-range in this fight. There's no real mid-range in this fight on the outward perspective. Here is, be completely honest. It's going to be strictly, you got to get to the body by closing a literal foot of space, because that's what almost is the reach disadvantage for the likes of Fundora versus Thurman. 10 inches of reach, 80 inches of reach by Fundora to 69 inches of reach by Keith Thurman. Just to get to his armpit isn't even enough to actually land on. That's what Thurman's dealing with. He's going to have to use, it's going to have to be something. I'm not saying Fundora is hard to maneuver around. I'm just saying it is difficult to get into a firefight with him. And if you don't want to get caught like that, you're going to need to move. You're going to have to move. But in your movement, we've also seen Fundora have the capacity to learn, okay, to deal with that. There are ways more than just, there are more ways than I may have expected to deal with this. And we've seen him learn about it more and more and more. I was getting ready to start round 1 of this fight right now. Let me get my headphones back. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get my headphones back on. Wait a minute. Gotta make sure my headphones are on before I go and call it, because I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. As they're doing the introductions on my screen at this point in time. Put these people in timeout because he's about to hide them. Okay, yeah, hide them. Yeah, I keep forgetting to get bots out here. But yeah, we about to get started right now. Doggone it, where's my stuff at? Shoot, everything all of a sudden is going awry. We got Hernandez going up again, looking to get potentially a 3-round or less KO in his further stint at I almost say 168. I keep thinking he's at 168. At 160. Going down right now for us to witness and see. Let's see how he goes and how he works as we're starting the round. Right now, here. As we're starting the round. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a 3-round stoppage. I really do. It could be because he's way too good. He's way too strong. He's way too strong and deliberate. And it can be quick, real quick. And if you don't think it's quick, you losing out. And I would buy stock in this brother now. If you got it in you, I would buy stock in Hernandez if you haven't already. Because stock in Hernandez right now is looking like by the time he goes asunder, in terms of really explodes into his prime, there's nobody else in the middleweight division most likely that will be able to take him. 1, because everybody else will be gone. And 2, with his improvement, even with the next people coming up, it could be a danger. Again, let's like Boots Ennis. Less is that. By the time he does become champ, which could be by the time Boots gets up to 160, hey, he's actually a champion at 160 Hernandez. But buy stock in this brother now. Here we go. Round 1 going underway for this fight. Hernandez versus is it Gasha? I think it's Gasha. Saying the right. Big hooks by Hernandez starting off the round with a lot of going up against excuse me, am I saying this right? I feel like my headphones are not working like I need to work. For some reason, we are like a buzzing, so I'm a little bit confused with how stuff is working and sounding when it comes to translating to you, the viewer. So excuse me if you hear me looking awkward at sometimes. Good job by Hernandez, again, working and leaping forward, trying to go and really apply that pressure, pushing his opponent back, really starting out like a house on fire, trying to be more dominant in terms of we gonna start off strong and end this fight stronger and get him scared early. Jab to the body, straight right downstairs. And he's being delivered. Another chopping right, another good. Look, see the hand speed's there. The hand speed of Hernandez is there. It's there and it's dominant. It's there and it's destructive. It's there and it's dangerous. More than it's dangerous, it is scary. It is horrific. Hernandez has that type of pressure that when you fight against it, naturally you recoil back. Again, the theme for that for this week, or for one of the weeks that we had on the show, conviction. There's a conviction to him as a boxer that just it does something to the opposition and makes it so that they recoil. They automatically have to back up. They feel the weight and the danger of the stuff coming their way. As we go to minute 31 left in round 1 of this fight, Hernandez again still working downstairs to the body. That's been a lot of his attack, going downstairs, voting back in the center of the ring. Hernandez in the green gloves and green trunks. I think it's either Gasha or Gausha in the green and black trunk. Oh, I'm sorry, black and gold trunks. Excuse me, and black gloves. Good hook to the body by Hernandez. Goucher, excuse me, I'm sorry, Goucher is how you pronounce his name. The opponent of Hernandez. Good combination by Hernandez. Good combinations again. 51 seconds left, 52 seconds left in round one. He's opening up, walking down his opposition, really looking to end the show real quick. It's insane. Great combinations, great hand speed and footwork. Great, I'm not even going to say patience because he's bullying through, trying to just make his dominance not just felt, but legitimately be unstoppable. And it's working to a T right now. It really is. This is why I love Hernandez. This is why I love him. I can't, man. If I had a dream fight, it would be Hernandez versus Janibek. If I had a dream fight, it would be Hernandez versus Janibek for a belt in a power punching onslaught of a fight. That would be my greatest thing. I would love that. I would love that right now. As we're closing in on the last 30 seconds of the fight, Hernandez still going downstairs to the body. Still, ripping away. Just ripping away. Combinations are plenty. Work rate astounding. Coming up on the last 10 seconds. Yeah, this has been all Hernandez round one. It's been easy work. It's been great work right now. Last couple seconds, good hook. Another good hook. Almost left the hook to the body. And the round is over. For this point in time in the fight, as we're on the second fight of this 4-fight card with Sebastian Fundora walking into the building as he preps for his opportunity to fight for the gold, fight with the gold, and keep the gold around his waist, going up against the likes of Keith Thurman, who again is looking to turn back the clock and be champion one more time and show the world I'm old, but I'm still more than just game. I'm a monster. I'm a dog. I'm worth wild, and I am indeed still a champion. And I can still give any of these people some work. And going off of the moniker that he's been saying, hey, when it comes, if you want this era, you got to put me down. If you can't put me down, you don't deserve to talk to me as, hey, you up next. Because you ain't nothing compared to me. Because you ain't accomplished something compared to me. In the words of, or rather paraphrasing the sentiments of the likes of Keith Thurman. I tell you what, man, that brother, he was selling this fight. That brother was selling this fight for plenty. This man was not letting up from the standpoint of letting himself be known that ain't nobody taking me off my stool of danger and prestige as we're going into round two of this fight right now with Hernandez getting in the ring. Ooh, hold on. Let me give my voice a chance to recover real quick. Hold on. So we still calling the fights now. We in round two of Hernandez versus Gausha in the second fight of this 4-fight main event card, with again Thurman and Fundora being the main headliner that everybody's waiting on seeing. Gosh. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, shoot. My apologies. As Hernandez continuing to do the work he was doing in round one, working to be the aggressor and being dominant, throwing the hooks to the head and body, being able to really press on the gas and push his opposition back with a litany of pressure. But that's what makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in this division, is that very standpoint of pressure that he's able to bring with his just God-given athletic ability. Landing phenomenal shots isn't just the norm. Landing power ain't just the thing. It is the all-encompassing perspective. This cat, he slices and dices. That's what he does. What he's doing right now. Slices and dices as the rounds go on. And just able to seek and destroy. And do it in a way that it is everything crisp, clean, active, fluid, more than importantly, voluminous is the greatest thing for it. Now, hold on, wait, hold on. What's going on? What's going on, PBC? You good? PBC, you good? Hey, but maybe y'all need to start. Maybe y'all do need to work under the zone. Because right now, I ain't trying to have no problems on my stream with y'all potentially hindering me of seeing the stuff I need to see. Y'all hey now. Don't mess me up. Cause we're gonna be hot. We're gonna be hot, PBC. Maybe it's where I'm at. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's my location that sometimes Wi-Fi just goes awry. I hope that's not the case. Lord knows I hope that ain't the case. As we're trying to recover. There we go. We got it back. Thank goodness. Thank gosh. Okay. Lord. That was bad. Going through, still working. It's Hernandez in the Philly shell. Jabbing, good overhand, good. 4-punch combination by Hernandez. We're round 3? I thought we were in round 2. Wait a second. I thought we were round 2. We're round 3? I guess we're in round 3. All right then. I read the rounds wrong. I'm sorry. We're in round 3. Minute 22 in the round 3. Again, Hernandez still doing incredible work, just being a freakish, powerful, athletic, bulldozing, front-footed fighter. Oh, good hook by the likes of Hernandez, trading away with his opposition and getting the better of him right now. Pushing him to the rope shed again. Another uppercut through the guard in for Hernandez. Another pawing out with that jab to frame. Opponent tries to clinch up and stop the onslaught. But it's been all Hernandez. It's been all Hernandez. This is what the likes of Lara is going to have to deal with if he ever gets an opportunity for a title. This is what the rest of the middleweight division is going to have to be very concerned with when it comes to Hernandez being the type of immovable object that you potentially have to go through in your road to retaining or getting a title. This man ain't no joke. He ain't no joke at all. 23 seconds left in round 3. Good uppercut again. Good one too. Or she be hooked to a straight power shot. Hook around the guard, it lands. Yeah, his opponent, he's shelling up. He ain't got no other recourse. There's nothing else he can do. Yeah, he's staring him down because there's nothing else he can do. There ain't nothing else he can do. Shoot, man. That is a demoralizing sentiment. You know that you're getting pummeled and all you can do is kind of look on. Because Hernandez is getting the better of him. He's getting the better of him in every way. And he's doing it. Fresh legs, fresh strength. And he's doing it with a fervor. I mean an energy. He's trying to put him out and do some, get people talking. That's what he's trying to do. And I, for one, am here for it. Absolutely. Like I said, I said, what did I say? I said first 3? Did I say the first 3 rounds? Dang it. Shoot, I got it wrong. I said the first 3 rounds. He didn't get him out of there. No. Oh, no. Okay. He didn't get him out of there in the first 3 rounds. Fine. We're starting round 4 right now. I thought it was going to be quick. But either way, it's not going the distance, I'm almost sure. Good jab. Good shot to the body by Hernandez. I'm starting round 4. Good hook. Bowed him in the center of the ring. Jab upstairs and then straight right to the body for Hernandez. Another overhand right for Hernandez. Another overhand right with a hook coming behind it for Hernandez. It's whipping shots. It is whipping type punches that he's able to throw. Again, some punchers, they have the type of snap. It cuts through the air when they throw. We talked about it with the likes of Hamzat Shiraz. We talked about it. I think we talked about it with there was another brother. There was another brother that we talked about that had that similar level of kind of slicing type of shots. I'm forgetting his name though. If I think of it, I'll find out. But he's got that kind of ilk to it also. Oh, they stopped it. Oh, shoot. Oh, they stopped it. Oh, dang. Oh my gosh. Oh. I didn't know it was, dang. Ref stops the fight. I guess, is it Geisha didn't put enough resistance up against the complete offense we were seeing Hernandez go up against. He was trying to block shots. He was trying to stay to survive, but he wasn't responding. But ref said, yeah, he ain't fighting back. He's just being a punching bag, blocking and no blocking. I should stop this fight, and he did just that. And Hernandez, hey, technical KO, 9-0. Now on his resume as a fighter, and he is again blowing the competition, getting everybody excited, or blowing the competition out the water and getting everybody excited to see this man at 10-0, 9 KOs. He is a vicious, ruthless, undeniable killer. You're doggone right. That's a fact. He's a problem. He's a problem. He is, and mind you, if you want to say he's got some rough patches, if you want to see he ain't ready for some of the best in the land, I have no problem with you saying that. There's some stuff there as well. There's some semblances of patience I want to see. There's some semblance of legitimate polish from the standpoint of maybe some recklessness that can be toned in, some overactivity at times that you maybe want to reel in depending on who he goes up against next, which is probably going to be ironed out. But even still, he's going to be an issue. He's going to be an issue. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how his career continues to unfold. Let me see. The ref is horrible. Look, hey, man. Like, do I think it should have been a stoppage? No. No, I should. No, absolutely. No. I don't think that fight should have been a stoppage. I don't think it should have been a stoppage. But I do see where the ref was coming from because of the fact that you might have seen that the opponent wasn't fighting back enough. Now, he was throwing shots. Be clear. He was throwing shots back. It may not have been a lot, but he was at least, it looked like to me, hey, yeah, you're in the fight. Or you're at least, you're not too far gone, even though you're dominated. But, like, it was going to end in a knockout regardless. I don't like what the ref did, but I can understand it. Watching how the punishment wasn't getting any better. Like I said, I don't like it, but I get it. Really don't like it, but I can get it. Like, I can at least have... some solace in that regard. That even if you think the stoppage was bad, it was going to be a stoppage that was going to be inevitable, nonetheless. But even still, hey, Hernandez won. And he's back on top. And he's ready to keep on conquering and moving into this division as an out-and-out fixture of pain, suffering, and all-around fear for the whole of the middleweight regime. And look out as time goes on, because there are some big fights that I would like to see him get into nonetheless. But like I said, that's 2 fights down. We got 2 more to go, with the headliner being Fundora versus Thurman for the title at 154. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited for it. Again, you got some time. You have some time. Speak now if you want to change your pick as to who you think's going to win. I said I have Sebastian Fundora winning by KO in, I don't even think I said a round, did I? I'll call it. I'll say either it'll be a round 9 knockout or unanimous decision. But I'm sticking with the KO. That's going to be the ultimately way he's going to win. But if you think I'm wrong, I want to hear from you. I want to see it. I want to understand if you got the insight of the ages to tell us why we're going to see the likes of Fundora get upset potentially by one time Keith Thurman. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Let me see. A bad stoppage, but it was over anyways. Yeah, no, it was. It was. Like the stoppage may have been early. The Butler was still conscious and aware, but he was just willingly shelling up. Now, we've seen people be able to shell up and survive and just last. He knew he was probably going to get knocked out. So I don't need to do anything else except for just make sure I stay up, stay alive, and stay around. And for him, making it to a decision was going to be the equivalent of, you know what? I could have won the fight. Or I did some work. I did enough work to win the fight. That's what it would be the equivalent for him. But nah, yeah, it was over. It was absolutely going to be over regardless. Let me see. Thurman versus Fundora. I'm predicting a bloody fight. Most likely it will be. Most likely it's going to be. I haven't seen a clean Fundora fight. I don't think anybody's seen a clean Fundora fight. There's never been a clean Fundora fight where somebody hasn't looked changed. Tim Tszyu, Erickson Lubin, who was it? The Tim Tszyu, the second time around. Shoot, there was another fight earlier before Tim Tszyu. They kind of, I forget his name, but it put me on the map of who in the world is his brother, and he beat him pillar to post, and it was like, how was his brother 6'5", fighting like he's stinking 5'5". It was insane. Let me see. And most, if not all, the blood will be Thurman's. I can imagine. I can see that. Now. Don't be surprised. I'll say this, because Thurman's crafty. Thurman is very crafty. Do not be surprised if we see Thurman cut and or bruise Fundora. Don't be surprised. No, don't be surprised. Don't. Fundora takes his fair share of punishment in the process. He takes his fair share of punishment at the same time. He gives it out, but he'll also take some real damage on the way to getting his wins. It happens. It's happened multiple times. It's not that's not something that is unique. That's legit. He'll get caught. We've seen he's not invincible. We've seen him wobble. We've seen him dazed. We've seen him knocked out. We've seen him all three in one fight, like with the Brian Mendoza fight. He got caught with a good shot against Thurman, against Tim Tszyu, that had him. Okay, hey, I'm a little bit out of it. That first fight, there was a left. No, I'm sorry. Was it a left straight or was it a right straight? It was a straight punch that Tszyu threw on Fundora in the first fight that knocked Fundora's head back. And for a second there, he had a little bit of trouble. Had some real trouble. So it's probably gonna be both of them. We gotta be honest. It's probably gonna be both. It'll probably be both people getting hurt. Just a sec. Excuse me, drinking my tea as I'm trying to collect my thoughts. Also, I was looking at the stats they had on the screen for the likes of Fundora for some things I maybe was going to learn new about him. But even still, let me see what you all got to say. Yeah, and most of the buzz going to be Thurman's. I would not be. Don't be surprised if we see Fundora leak. Don't be surprised if we see Fundora start leaking. Yeah, it's going to happen to Thurman. But don't be surprised if we see Fundora start leaking. See, I don't want to underestimate Thurman's ability as a boxer not to do damage in his own right when going through and being dominant. Because he's going to have to be to try to get a shot at the title. That man, he's still got a mind for this game. What we may have questioned with his body, his mind is still there. His mind, it's still there. It's still there. He's shown he can fight in multiplicity of ways. He's shown he's got multiple different layers to his game. He's shown he can go to wars with people like Sean Porter. I believe he fought Sean Porter and went to war with him. He's shown that he can go and decimate people. He has been in instances of experience with some of the best and highly touted fighters that we've raved about of his own era in boxing, including the likes of Manny Pacquiao. Now, I'm not saying that the experience wins the fight all the time. But I am saying there's enough there that we have to apply some respect that has us saying, hey man, this could be a more difficult road to climb than we may expect for Fundora to go and get a big name on his body. Because he can get it, because trust me, He can get a big name on his body. This would be a huge thing. This would be most likely the best. Would this be the best win of his career? Would this not be the best win of his career thus far in terms of the most accomplished fighter he's got on the resume? Yeah, sure. He's not in his prime in the same way. But it's hard for me to say that Thurman wouldn't be seen as, okay, if Fundora can beat Thurman on top of Tim Tszyu, big major props has got to be given to him. I would think that's fair to say. Do you agree? That's a good question. Would you agree with that sentiment? Or would you say that I'm just blowing smoke and that we shouldn't hold Thurman as highly as we may want to, or as I see maybe we should hold him? Genuinely. Because a lot of the reactions, wherever this fight's going to go, also pivots on how good of a fighter where do we rank Keith Thurman? Because he's got a championship opportunity. We were saying that's a little bit early to get an immediate shot at a championship opportunity when you ain't been in the ring for 3 years. We know what you were, we don't know what you are, and you're already in this picture. You may have not lost as much, but should we be looking at you as you're on Fundora's level? Or should we be saying that Fundora, if he beats him, hey, it was supposed to happen, and this wasn't a huge deal to happen because this was not Thurman is not held in the regards of a fighter that we should hold at this point in his career as a high-ranking member of the 154-pound division. Now, if I'm wrong on that, I want to hear your thoughts, but it seems like that's a fair assessment to say for people that want to say, hey, this win isn't as impressive as some are making it out to be. Now, I still think it's going to be impressive. I think if he wins this is going to be the best win of his career. I think this is going to show a lot about Fundora, of what he's turned into as a fighter, because whatever thinking ability he's learned since his time with Tim Tszyu. And now we've heard commentators, we've heard pundits, and we've heard people say that fight changed him for the better, and his career shifted into something better after his wins against Tim Tszyu, specifically that first one. Maybe just too good. Maybe. But like I said, I want to hear your thoughts on the matter. Let me see. Fundora can definitely win. I think he can. I think he will. And I think it's going to be by knockout. I do believe so as well. And if we covered this, Ryan, you weren't here on Friday, but over the week we had covered what if Thurman won this fight. What's next for Thurman? Some people said he fights the winner of Boots and Zayas. I said he most likely will fight Errol Spence Jr. because Errol Spence, Thurman have been jawing at each other apparently for a minute now, which is something I didn't know. Something I didn't know until this week, or early this week. Apparently Thurman and Spence have been jawing at each other for a while about, oh, you ducked me, you did this, that, and the third, you ran away from me, until the Thurman saying that when I wanted to smoke you ain't want no smoke with me at 147. Now they're both at 154. If he gets the title, we could see something take place. We could see a grudge match rekindle. We really could. We really could. But again, we'll find out, and I just want to see how you all feel about it. Thurman can definitely win as well. He can. Again, if his legs aren't there for him to use, I think he's going to lose. But if they are there, yeah, he can get the win. Absolutely. Let me see. Fundora at 154 is a real problem. 6'5" with a beautiful jab. Very hard to beat. And it's the use of the jab has been the biggest X factor in the improvement of Fundora. We talked about, the bad eyes, needing glasses, potentially being nearsighted and all that stuff. I don't know if he got that fixed or not. But part of the reason was speculated as to that was why he was fighting on the inside so much early in his career. Now, he still got it. He still got that action. But he's able to do it from the outside perspective. He's able to work from the true reach of the untouchable. He's able to literally be on another island than all of his other opposition because of his height. And he's using it more. He's still strong with that jab. He can still turn that into a hook off of the jab. He can lead it with a 1-2. He's got delivery systems with that jab that can be effective. He's got ways to make himself not just known to his opponent, oh, hey, I'm a danger. But he's got ways that if things in the fight change, I can still hit you where I want to hit you. And you can't escape me. And I can keep you at bay. So it's going to be really, it's going to be really interesting to see how Thurman's going to be able to succeed. Really interesting, man. I just don't know. I'll even say, see, Burr, you saying Joe should just shut up. Look, man, he getting his paper. If I was getting paid like that too, I'd be talking as well. I'm not gonna knock him. I may not like what he says, but I'm not gonna knock him. What I am gonna say though, if Thurman can indeed land, or if his heavy hands haven't left him, because again, the last thing to go is the power. And if your power has not waned since you moved up to 147, we have ourselves a conversation of the likelihood of getting a knockout for Keith Thurman may be a little bit on the higher side than anticipated. Because he was one of the bigger studding shot makers in 154. And he was. Part of the reason why his uniqueness of style and all that footwork and stuff was effective was also because when he did counter and capitalize on the misses, it was enough it would put you down. It would put you down for real. And he could generate so much power at such a short range and throw shots that are uncommon for a lot of people in the normal flow of combinations that can catch you all off guard. Again, it's a shot that you don't see, that most of the time is a shot that puts you down. But because of that, that's the shot with Thurman. There's a lot of shots that can put you down when it comes to Thurman. And he can disguise. Look, if you're looking on screen right now, he's training with how he went to catch the overhand right on Fundora with a very high, essentially heavy bag, water bag. Training with Michael Fox, training with Brandon Moore, who both 6'4" and 6'5" respectfully. And so, like, he's getting used to it. Will it be effective by the time he actually gets in the real fight scenario? I don't know. But he can disguise that shot because of how he throws his punches, because of how he goes about his offense. So it can be a very telltale sign of the confusion that Thurman may be able to bring. Could be the thing that opens up the ability to land that big shot to end the show. And if that's the case, hey, Fundora, you better watch out, because you could be in a world of trouble. Because last time we've seen, if you get caught good enough, you ain't getting up. And if you do get up, you are on Dream Street for at least a round or two. And Thurman used to be a really good finisher. Thurman used to be a really good finisher on top of being a good boxer. So we're going to find out what bodes true with that on today. But even still, please keep on liking the stream if you haven't already. Keep on hitting the thumbs up, jabbing it, punching it, giving it an elbow. I don't care what you do. Bite it if you got to, like Mike Tyson. Hit the like on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Come on and join the empire. Be a part. Oh, that's the wrong one. Don't be scared of us now. Hold on now. That ain't it. Don't be scared of us. Be a part of us. Come on. Join in on the hottest show in all the globe. If you haven't already, be a part of our show. And please be sure to go ahead and share the show with everybody that you know, so we can keep on building up this empire together as we are biding time, because they're waiting to get the next fight going. That fight with Hernandez ended early, and I mean ended way early. The two stoppages on the card with Hovesian and Hernandez. I think Hovesian was past round 6 and Hernandez was, I think, round 5 or something like that. They got time to kill. We can talk about other stuff. Wait a minute. Hey, we can talk about other stuff. I just realized, hold on. We got time now. We got time. We can talk about other stuff. We can talk about other things in the boxing world as they transpire. Y'all want to talk about Tank Davis? I know y'all may be tired of it, but some people may want to get some takes off against me as to how they feel about Tank still being WBA champion or him against Eastside Cruz, how that fight's going to go. I want to know how you all feel. We can talk about the rest of the heavyweight landscape. Do you want to see Moses Itauma versus Ajit Caballo potentially as the next up-and-coming guy? And for both getting a shot, both earning a chance to fight potentially Usyk for a world title? Do you think we'll get Usyk versus Itauma for a championship opportunity on in potentially the near future in a year or two? I'm sorry, I just saw some news with Floyd Mayweather. I'm trying to make sure this is right. Floyd Mayweather confirms Pacquiao fight is an exhibition in the Sphere in Las Vegas, not the locked location yet. What the world? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I thought this was a pro fight. Was this not a pro fight? Why is Floyd saying it's an exhibition? Allegedly. Wait. You know what? We'll save it. We'll come back to that because that's a little bit confused. That's a little concerning. Why are you coming back then in the first place? There's no point. You might as well just stay retired. The only reason why we were even anticipating all of these exhibitions was because you were actually going to be back in the limelight of professional boxing, fighting with your record on the line. Because if you ain't got nothing to risk, I'm not going to lie. Do I care as much? No, I don't. I'll be completely honest. I do not. Not at all. If this is true, but even still, we're going to keep on going. Apparently, we got further indications from where is the source from? Hold on, wait a minute. We got from, well, I don't know if this is true or not in terms of the deal, but Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu looks to be allegedly a done deal. Hey, if that's great, or if that's true, that's great. Phenomenal. Okay, I'm reading off of what I'm reading these with a grain of salt because I'm not exactly sure which ones are real and which ones ain't. But if this is true, it looks like the likes of Tim Tszyu and Errol Spence are going to happen in the middle of this year, and it is indeed confirmed, seemingly. So I will say that with a grain of salt. At A&T Stadium, oh my, in Texas. I'll do some more digging this weekend to make sure this is right. But if this is right, this is great. Again, Tim Tszyu was taking a tune-up fight for, I think it was a month or two on Amazon Prime. Then it's going to be the Errol Spence fight. So, seems to be everything lining up that 154 is still going to have a whole bunch more conversations and weapons to essentially to deal with, in the sense of everybody working and watching the landscape of the heavyweight world, of the 154-pound division. My apologies. But let me keep reading what you all have to say, so we ain't wasting no time. Itauma and Caballo are boxing's future in the heavyweight division. The reason they're coming back is the money. For Floyd, yes. Pacquiao, I'm not entirely sure. Pacquiao went right after he retired. He still kept on doing exhibitions while he was still senator, and that brother was rich. He hadn't lost his money yet then. So I think he's actually doing it just because he just wants to beat Floyd. Floyd's doing it seemingly with the evidence that's been shown. Yeah, he might actually owe some money. Tank said it. Who else said it? 50 Cent said it. I think Leonard Ellaby even said it at some point. If I'm wrong on that, please check me. But multiple people said it, and I think with these three fights in a year for Floyd, he wouldn't fight but one time a year. Yeah, I think he does need some money. I think he does. Let me see. But Itauma and Caballo are boxing's future in heavyweight. They are. Caballo's getting avoided, but Caballo, his best shot to get a championship opportunity might just be having to fight most of the time. And I say that because at this point in time, or rather attaching yourself to the momentum that Itauma is bringing, because of the fact that Itauma is the one getting pushed to fight for a title as quickly as possible. People want to see Itauma and Usyk. People are saying that Usyk is going to run away from Itauma. People are saying that Usyk will avoid Itauma. Tyson Fury's already said, I don't want nothing to do with Itauma. So what does that mean? Caballero, you got a chance to be the guy to say, hey, everybody else is talking about this man as the monster under your bed. Well, I want to face this monster head on. Give me a title. Give me an opportunity. And even with you not getting the opportunity, guess what? We've seen it with other fighters like with Keyshawn Davis. We've seen it with other fighters like Jamel Charlo. We've seen it with other fighters in a litany of different situations in boxing. You get the shine of other opportunities that can get you gold just because you're constantly in the names or in the same name vicinity of the people that either A, have the gold, or B, are the ones that are in control of all said position and power. That's why everybody kept on calling out Tank, because if you called out Tank, okay, you were associated with Tank. You're associated with Tank, you get more opportunities for other fights that can happen, even if you can't get the Tank fight. That's what that's what transpired. That's what's been going on. That's why Floyd Schofield calls out everybody that he can. That's why we're seeing Charlo call out everybody that he can. Why? Relevancy. If a Caballero did not get avoided, call out the biggest monster. Talbot said he's also down to fight as well, so I won't be mad at seeing that fight. Absolutely. If Spence and Thurman do okay, I won't be. Oh, excuse me. If Spence and Thurman do okay, I won't be mad if they face each other. Even it's a pass though. It's not the most ideal fight. I get it. It's not the most ideal fight. But there's enough substance there that we could see something good. We could. There's enough substance there of a story that people can buy into it. Now, I'm going to say this. If Thurman wins, Spence comes back, Spence wins and looks exactly like the Spence of old, it's going to go from a low priority to a high priority real quick. I want everybody to listen to me very closely when I say this, because I don't say this out of just hyperbole. I don't say this lightly. What I'm about to say right now, I don't say lightly. Errol Spence Jr., his performance in this next fight that he's in, whoever, if it's against Tim Sue, great, but whoever it's against, this next performance can potentially reshape the outlook of what the division is going to be gunning for when everybody is looking for big fights. Errol Spence in one fight could all of a sudden look at everybody as, okay, I'm here now. Who wants this smoke? Because of his popularity, because of his position still standing in the regime of boxing, the beloved nature, the consistent following, the money he's able to bring. Everybody still calls him out, even though the rumor for over 3 years, he might just be done with boxing. People had lost faith, myself included, that he wouldn't want to fight again. And him coming back, it's still a buzz. He wins and looks good. Not only will that Thurman fight be something big, that fight with Virgil Ortiz, we don't want it to happen. I don't think it should happen. But you better believe that fight can happen. And it can get pushed to happen by the business. Because Spence being involved with those names is a huge payday. Especially a Spence that everybody believes in. Especially a Spence that everybody believes in. Right now, Spence is still a beloved fighter. And there's a lot of questions about Errol Spence. If Spence gets back to the prime form, or even a semblance of that prime form, the beloved nature of him goes up like fivefold. And all of a sudden, he becomes one of the most sought after names, even without a belt in this division, just because, hey, they want to see you in the ring against everybody. Anybody that can walk the face of the earth, they're ready for you. They're excited for you. They want it to happen. And so because of that, big fights can be everywhere. The top 10 could be his to get. Not saying he's going to win or lose. I'm just saying it's his to attain. It's his to talk about. Shoot, don't be surprised if he looks good enough against Tim Tszyu. He gets potentially unfairly placed in the top 10 by a couple of sanctioning bodies. IBF, WBA, WBC. I could see it being the WBC. IBO. Any of them could put him in the top 8, top 10 for their sanctioning bodies. If he looks good winning, if he fights Tim Tszyu. Because he's that much of a polarizing name, it don't take much to put him on that pedestal of we want him at the top. But he still brings an insane amount of money. And a legacy that the fighters and the public recognize and still want to see tested, especially if he's still got juice in the tank, which is a huge question. Does he have juice in the tank? We're about to find out with Keith Thurman if Thurman got juice. We've been pleasantly surprised by the boxing landscape today, because a lot of the old guard is able to still be effective. Terrence Crawford winning at 48, Canelo at 36 with over 70 fights, still being able to be one of the best at 168 super middleweight. Arizona Lara at 43 years old, being the oldest champion in boxing outright right now. Usyk at 38, still being dominant. Anthony Joshua at 36, potentially about to have a third act in his career and become champion yet again. Hypothetically, if he goes and works out well with Usyk, and that pairing turns him into, again, the old AJ of yin and yang. All that's in the cards. All that's in the books. All of that can be established. It can. It really can. Bivol getting up there in age. Better BF is 41. It's insane. It's insane. So because of that, but Pacquiao just almost beat Mario Barrios last year, and arguably should be world champion, who fought Ryan Garcia instead of Mario Barrios. It could have been like that. And all of that is to say, because of that trend, Thurman could fit that mold. He's got more than we think. He's better than we recognize. He's more, I was going to say more in his prime, but he's got more prime left in him to be able to succeed with than we expected. And if that's the case, that could lead to a lot of good things down the line. It really could. It really could. It really could. And if it does, boy, I'm telling you, I'm excited. The entirety of the landscape is insane. It's insane. Across the board. Again, we had a lot of movers and shakers coming up in boxing that are now really making ahead and moving like chess pieces around the sport. Let me see. How old is Keith Thurman? Thurman is 37 years old. Keith Thurman is 37 years old. He's 37. He turns 38 this year. He turns 38 in November. So was it March, April, May, June, July, August, November. 6 months before his next birthday, he will be 38, the same age as Terrence Crawford. He left the sport at 34, roughly, and hasn't fought since the age of 34. He has the last year or two of his prime were spent away. Now he's back with a body that is in decline, allegedly. Because again, it could be that I'm wrong. But now he's back with a body that's in decline, with the mind that's still maybe as sharp as ever. So, him being 37 could be a bigger factor than you think. And mind you, I don't buy into, the old lion or the old guard, young dog, age means everything, because clearly it doesn't. Barroso almost knocked out Roller Romero and should have knocked out Roller Romero if Tony Weeks didn't do that stupid stoppage that looked as corrupt as could be. But he almost knocked him out. Age doesn't mean you're automatically wiped off and you can't compete. You can. Up until age 40, King Kong Luis Ortiz in the heavyweight division was one of the most avoided fighters that the heavyweight landscape had to offer. Southpaw with one-punch knockout power that was slick, defensive, and had movement and could go for 12. And was 300 pounds, so you couldn't move him. That's why it was called King Kong. And he was insane. When, again, he was at his best. And Deontay Wilder fought him twice. Granted, it was at the tail end of that prime, but still, he fought him twice, which I can never take away. So age doesn't always mean everything under the sun. It doesn't even Tyson Fury. Good God, hey man, good gosh, where in the world is the next fight? My goodness, what is going on? I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't get annoyed, but my way, good gosh, Fury's 37 too. I thought he was older, but either way, Tyson Fury, 37. We could see him. Who do you think is better than him right now outside of Usyk in the heavyweight division? It's not many, if any, in a lot of people's eyes, if he returns, because he's that, even at his age, he is that much of a dominant person, surpassing what should be a stifling in his career. But just finishing off the point of age doesn't always mean you're going to get beat out and just dominate, because it can be that you come through and you're able to still be just fine. Even still though, where in the world is this fight? We got so much time that we can talk about everything. I love it. We can have a whole nother show while we're waiting on this fight to transpire. We got Brian Mendoza finally walking out. But my goodness, it was like 30 minutes of unknown action, because we had no clue when the world the next fight was actually going to take place, because they were barely announcing anything. What's going on now? Hey man, Lord, I'm trying not to bore y'all, and I'm trying to get paid, not bore you, entertain you, and make it so that y'all want to stick around. But it's difficult when I'm thinking the fight's about to happen, and they see for some reason everything's dragging their feet. Good gosh, man! How many fights till the main event? This is the last fight before the main event. Brian Mendoza's fighting. After Brian Mendoza, then it's Fundora versus Thurman. Then it's Fundora. Dang it, I should have gotten something to eat. I was thinking the next fight was going to happen at any moment. I should have gotten something to eat. I didn't think that break was going to be that long. Hot dog. Man, I'll get it on the next break, even though I still want to stick around and fight. But still, we still want to hear from you on whatever topics you would like to discuss, if you have any different questions involving the world of boxing. Because there's a lot going down, and there's a lot moving about on tonight. I mean a lot. A whole bunch. I mean, if you didn't also hear, I think we also had something with Ryan Garcia. Let me see if I can find it really quickly with Ryan Garcia and what he was attempting to do in his next move in the boxing landscape, which apparently now it's a deliberate decision that he's making now of who he's trying to fight next. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Give me 1 second. So I can have it, at least I can have it up for when this fight ends. We can play it and talk about it immediately. Is this it? I think, is it, which interview is it? Where is it at? Where is that interview? I know it's here. Hold on a minute. I'm not trying to stall. I'm trying to actually find it. It is here. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I found it. After this fight, I'll play it, and then we can discuss it as the next thing. But it seems like I'll even give you a preview. It seems like the next fight rumored to be Teofimo Lopez. Maybe. Rumored to be Tio is Ryan Garcia's next fight. Now, if he fights that for his title and then fights Devin Haney potentially again and later on in the year, I'll be shocked. I'm not going to lie, I'll be shocked. Because of the fact that now the ball is in his court of all Devin Haney's got to do is make one title defense and then he meets MMA or get a unification. That's what I thought was going to happen. But like I said, we'll talk about it after this fight. Let me see. Mendoza versus Tellez next. Yes, it is. That's what they are introducing right now. Finally, they got in the ring. Finally, the next fight's about to start. Finally, the co-main event is here. Brian Mendoza versus Tellez is finally happening after 20 minutes? 30 minutes of talking. See, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm spilling drink. I'm discombobulated. I'm lightheaded. I'm feeling fatigued. I have water in my beard. All this because I'm getting dizzy talking so much. Trying to keep y'all here. But I do need to make sure I keep on drinking that tea so I can last the whole of this show without my voice giving out. But this as the next fight is the co-main event. So we're going to give you play-by-play. We're going to give you comments and discussion. We're going to give you also in between. We're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to call the fight. We're also going to talk about the other news and other stuff as we call the fight. I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't. We're just going to try some different flavors how we do go about these live streams, these live fight commentaries. Like I said, trying to new wrinkles to the game, per se, to help us so that we give you more entertainment and fun. Absolutely. And please, keep on liking the stream and keep on commenting your thoughts on everything involving the world of boxing. We want to hear from you, your chats, your interactions. Push this show out to the ether and the algorithm as a whole to make it so that we get seen by the world across the globe as we're starting round one of Mendoza versus Tellez as they're starting up on the front foot. Mendoza is he in the black trunks? Hold on now. Let me make sure I have my colors right. Yeah, Mendoza in the black trunks and Tellez in the gray, not trunks, I'm sorry, Mendoza in the black gloves. Tellez in the gray gloves. Mendoza and Tellez both have white trunks, but Mendoza has the red and green trim on the border. Absolutely. Let me see. Brian Lababa Mendoza, the guy that KO'd Fundora. Yeah, this is the guy that KO'd Fundora. This is the exact, but I think it's like 24-5-1. I believe he's 24-5-1 on his resume. The biggest win coming when he knocked out Sebastian Fundora, but then got knocked out himself by Tim Tszyu in the next fight when he stepped up in competition against, at that point in time, the best 154-pounder in the world in Tim Tszyu. This was subsequently after Charlo had left the throne and had not come back yet in his early departure since his Canelo fight. Tim Tszyu took that reign. He was seen as the guy, and he knocked out Brian Mendoza with ease. And I think it was, 8 rounds after we kept on destroying him with power shots to the head and to the body, and just kept on walking him down. And that was the last great performance I think we saw out of Tim Tszyu before he ran into the likes of Sebastian Fundora. So that's how that went. But even still, minute 25 left in round one of this fight. Not a whole lot of action, kind of slow start. Mendoza with the triple jab, closing in on Tellez. Big hook by Tellez that misses. Mendoza clinches up, going through a little bit of dirty fighting with each other on the inside as the ref separates them. This is at 154. Co-main event is happening now. Tellez versus Fundora is what we are calling. Fundora is next on the card after this. did the fights? Did they fight yet? They're getting ready to fight. They're getting ready to fight right now. They're about after this fight with Mendoza is when they're getting ready to scrap. 48 seconds left. Both of them trade shots with each other and miss. Mendoza with a good hard jab. Tellez moving forward now. Another jab by Mendoza. Both of them ducking on the inside. They're kind of doing the same things to each other. Both of them are kind of ducking down at the same time, trading the same shots. A little bit of a mirror matchup, just a little, with this super welterweight bout. Uppercut to the body. By Tellez. 10 seconds left in round one. And speaking of which, when we get to a break, I do want to talk about Ryan Garcia. I am going to play that clip in between rounds so we can kind of have some more stuff to discuss as big shot by Mendoza that just misses as the round ends. But let me see. We here, big dog. We ain't going nowhere. Fight night, no better place to be. Hey, look, I appreciate it. I'm glad. I'm happy. Hey, look, that's sweat off my brow. Let me tell you something, man. I got a little bit nervous because I know y'all are here for the fights, but when that fight wasn't coming, when they just kept on stalling, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, I gotta make sure I'm still giving them, a show that they actually want to be a part of." Because I was low key sweating bullets a little bit. Because I'm thinking, did the fight get canceled all of a sudden? Because I was waiting on Mendoza to walk out, and he never did. I think he didn't even have people in the ring. So it was insane. So my gosh, but look, after round two, I'm gonna play the Ryan Garcia clip of who he says he's gonna fight next. And then we can talk about that as well as other things in the boxing landscape. As we're going into round two right now with Mendoza and Tellez, both of them back in the center of the ring. Tellez throwing a jab, kind of a pawing jab, swiping down. Couple of good slips by Mendoza that works on the inside. Ramon Vasquez, how you doing? I didn't say hi before. Yo, what's good with you as well? How you doing? Both of you all, thank you for tuning in. And everybody that's here, we appreciate you tuning in. We're so happy that you joined in on our show. Thank you so much for being a part of our live stream of Fundora versus Keith Thurman for the titles at 154. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions on what you had to say on the day, and we can't wait to go and have some fun with you all. As well, but let me go back and read Ramon Vasquez's comment as we're still calling the fight with 2 minutes left in round two. Tellez was looking good until he fought a boss, Barrow. Yeah, he was. Mind you, a boss was still seen as a champion. Was the most beatable amongst those at that point in time before Zayas took that belt. It was either Zayas or a boss. But still, Zayas beating a boss was impressive because Tellez struggled with a boss. Tellez had some problems, that relentless pressure against similar to Seijo, who we talked about when it comes to Diego Pacheco. The just physical pressure of Hernandez against Nakatani. That type of fighter that just, I'm here, I'm going to go and I'm going to throw, I'm going to land and I'm going to do work and I'm going to just not stop. That's hard to fight because it may not be as technically flashy. And you may not be thinking we ain't thinking a whole lot on a technical level, but my gosh, there's a reason why the war of attrition normally goes in their favor, because you ain't built like that to fight them in that type of fight, and you can't change it. That's what. So yeah, Tellez facing off against a boss gave some different perspective on exactly how good a boss is. Because Tellez is a good fighter, he is, and the fact that he made him struggle is like, oh man, oh my. That's trying to get off my glasses, but no, that's something real. Good hook by Tellez. Good. Mendoza tried to respond with a hook in kind. Excuse me. Good jab by Tellez. Big hook by Tellez though around the guard of Mendoza. 20 seconds left into round two. Another jab by Tellez, starting to build some momentum now late in this round. 10 seconds left, jab to the body by Tellez. Both of them in the center of the ring. Another jab by, grazing jab by Tellez as the round is over. As this round does it now, okay, real quick, we got a minute. Let me play the clip. Let me switch real quick. Well, let me switch real quick and play the clip of Ryan Garcia of who he's trying to fight next, so you all can see exactly what he had to say on this regard. Come on.
The thing about Tank, before, he thought that people really need him, and now that we got Turkey Al Sheikh, you got all these other big players, Netflix, and people that are coming in the sport. There's really no such thing as A-side anyways. So now you have no excuse but to fight people, but he still won't fight people, which nobody really calls him out on that. But he hasn't fought really, other than myself, who has he fought? I'm out here fighting Devin Haney. I'm out here fighting fucking Tank Davis. Now I'm about to fight Teofimo. I'm fighting everybody that's in front of me and all the people that are just afraid to get in the ring with. But you haven't done nothing. So the thing about Tank
look, I thought it was just gonna be, hey, I'm fighting Tio. I know he said all that other stuff now, but either way, as we're going into round 3, as we transition back, apparently this is some breaking news. He's just flipped. He just told the public, I'm fighting Tio Lopez next, or at least at minimum, I'm trying to fight Tio Lopez. I did not know that. That's a little bit out of left field. That's unexpected. That's wild. Now again, we can talk about what he said about Tank and about the landscape of boxing now, and Tank still not fighting people in his mind now. Also, I think was that the clash of heads? Wait a minute, hold on now. The noggin, the schnoz of Tellez might have just been cut open. Does he have a hematoma? What happened? I looked down. What happened? Hold on. What took place? Oh, yeah. Oh, he broke his nose. Tellez broke his nose. Tellez broke his nose. He broke his nose. A clash of heads when Mendoza, that big old head of Mendoza, popping up off of a roll. I think he broke his nose. Yeah, it's broke. Yeah, you can see the blood. Mendoza slipped, or rather rolled under. No, not rolled. He slipped under a jab. Tellez overcommitted. Mendoza popped back up in the back of his head, smashed Tellez right in the face. Yeah, he's leaking bad. Yeah, that's a broken nose. You saw the bone shift immediately after he got up. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, my. Oh, my, indeed. That is, ooh, Lord. That's some serious stuff. Woo! The way he's holding his eye, it might be a fracture that kind of went up into maybe the socket or up around the bridge of said nose. Good gosh. That's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. That's, man. Is Tellez gonna keep on fighting? I don't know. Oh, shoot. If he continues that fight, that's gonna be it. That's hard. But I mean, that thing completely shifted to like the right. Completely shifted. I'm telling you, like that was a clean break. Potentially in multiple positions. See what? Goes through, throws the jab and those ducks down, comes back with the right hand, and I mean just that boy. I know that hit him bridge and right in between the eyes. That's some pain. And again, I really do believe the way that he's contorting his face, it looks like something may have also gone on with that eye socket area as well off of that break. I don't know if they're going to continue. If he doesn't continue, I understand. And you can already see the swelling of that nose and of that middle facial area start to take, it's already starting to swell up. I don't know if he continues to look. I'm sorry, I've been saying Tellez all the time. I apologize. Tellez. If Tellez continues this fight, he's gonna do it. Hey man, hey, look, brother. More power to you. That's a warrior. Good gosh. Now look. That brother, he's gonna have to fight for his life, cause Mendoza's gonna throw a power jab. It's gonna be power jabs the rest of the night. Mendoza's gonna try to go for that nose the entirety of this fight. As again, we're back to action. Minute 57. This is gonna be a struggle. That was a bad break. Good right by Tellez. Yeah. See, Tellez is going to have to be incredibly elusive now. I'm talking about getting completely out of dodge. Because that pain for that nose, it's going to be excruciating trying to fight with that. If he gets tagged clean. Another jab by Mendoza. Good shot again. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Train a little bit of blows in the clinch. Mendoza gonna have to keep this clean because he can't afford to take no big shots at this point in time. Minute 11, round 3. I'm sorry, Tellez can't afford to get no big shots happening at this point in time. Another look by Mendoza. Another jab that lands on the nose of Tellez. And Mendoza's trying to really work with a higher pace. Good right straight by the likes of Tellez. 30 seconds left in the round 3. Good jab by Tellez again. Fighting through the goo. God, that's a good jab by Mendoza. Good gosh, I'm telling you, the pain. The pain every time. Even a grazing shot on the face of Tellez, it just looks like, I feel it, because it hurts. My gosh, man. As the round is over, shoot. Look, man, the fact that he's just continuing. I got credit to him. That's ridiculous. I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked that he's actually going through with this fight. Insane. Ridiculous as the round is. Let me see. Love King. Yeah, no, his nose is gone. That nose is gone. The entirety of this fight for them is going to be trying to stop the damage on that nose. They're not going to bother resetting it, most likely. Yeah. It's swelling up really bad. That nose is really swelling up for him to be able to fight. Good gosh, credit to him. Let me see. Tellez and Mendoza has some power. They do. Tellez is a good counterpuncher. He gonna need to be in this fight. He gonna need to be as we're starting round 4. He gonna need to be a good counterpuncher going up against the likes of Mendoza, especially now more than ever, because he's gonna have to probably be substantially worried about any straight shots that can come his way. And they're both trading with each other inside the ring. Jab by Tellez that misses. Both of them circling. The biggest story of the night has been Brian Mendoza breaking the nose of Tellez with a headbutt, accidental headbutt, and now Tellez has to fight with essentially a damaged target in the middle of his face. Every jab reeks with pain. Every single big shot potentially forces that break even more. Don't forget the doctor stoppage also is a possibility if he gets too much damage, which probably that leeway has probably been expedited of what Tejas can take if in fact he gets put in trouble because of that broken nose. They might try to look at the health of the health of the fighter even more aggressively as to we got to make sure this man can fight another day. So we got multiple different things working against him when it comes to Tejas if he can beat Brian Mendoza. Hook misses for Tejas. Both back in the center of the ring. Minute 25 left in the fight. This is round 4 of this 10-round affair at 154. This is the co-main event of Fundora versus Thurman. And after this fight, good uppercut and a straight right by Mendoza. After this fight, it is Thurman versus Fundora for the titles in the main event that everybody's waiting on seeing. And we're going to be calling it right here on our show. Good straight right by Tejas with that long reach lunging forward. Another straight right by Tejas. All right now. Steps in. 1-2 by Tejas misses. Mendoza misses with the shot of his own on the block of Tejas. Trading jabs with each other. They both essentially throwing the same punches after the other throws a punch. Jab for jab, hook for hook. They're trying to get the better of each other by beating them with the best weapon that they just used to swing the judges in their favor. Jab to the body by Tejas is blocked. 16 seconds left in round 4. Good right hand by Tejas. I think Tejas won this round. I think he won this round. But that blood is pouring. Yet again, that blood is pouring. That blood is coming down, boy. That blood is coming down. It's coming down, man. As we have ended round 4. The fact that he's fighting this good with a broken nose like that, and he got caught with the uppercut in that round, and that really, I know that stung. But brother, he's still warring. He's still warring on. He is still warring on. I'm very impressed. And right now, the best weapon of Tejas has been the straight right naked. Reach, crazy enough, he's overextending, but it's working because of the way Mendoza is defending that very shot. Because either he moves his head too anticipatory or he's stuck. And then boom, that shot with that power right hand can go through and land. As we're going into round 5, right now, again, Tejas working with a broken nose. They got broken 2 rounds ago with a hard clash of heads. Tejas won that last round because of a volley of straight rights that landed on Mendoza. Mendoza's just still trying to target that nose of Tejas if he can. 3-punch combination blocked by Mendoza. Middle of the ring are both of the fighters. Round 5 of this 10-round affair. Next fight is the championship fight between Fundora and Thurman. Double triple jab by Mendoza. Working to go and try to break through that guard of Tejas. Both of them still posturing in the center of the ring, feigning and trying to throw jabs on the guard to open up a window of opportunity for a big-time shot. Mendoza evades a couple of shots on from the jabs of Tejas. Uppercut by Tejas. Chopping 1-2 by Tejas, but is ducked under and smothered by the likes of Mendoza. Minute 45 left in round 6 of this fight. Working on the outside is Tejas. Another triple jab by Tejas. Again, he's finding success. Even with this danger and that target in the middle of his face, he is finding some real ways to land. He is. Good combination by Tejas to the body. Hook to the body and the uppercut as Mendoza tried to lunge back. Another jab to the guard. Again, I do believe Tejas is winning this round as well. Since that breaking of the nose, he's actually been doing real work, good work, quality work, and still being safe and protecting that damaged good that is on the front of his face. That is the broken nose. 15 seconds left in round 5. Good uppercut by Tellez. Back to the center of the ring or each other. Tellez is now attacking first, being the guy to make Mendoza react. I don't know why Mendoza stopped punching. That's what I don't understand. I don't know why Mendoza kind of let his foot off the gas a little bit, knowing what's in front of him. Now he's getting out jabbed. Now he has to react instead of forcing Tellez to react to him. Hook to the body, big hook by Mendoza. Though it hits him in the back and not flush on the sides. Oh, good shot. That was a good shot by Tellez. He won this round again. He won this round. Yeah, he won this round. He won this round as well. He's been on fire. Since his nose been broke, since he's been bleeding and leaking like a faucet, this brother's been on fire defensively and offensively. This is great. And Mendoza's getting a little bit frustrated. Mendoza's getting, I don't want to say lazy, but he for some reason stopped taking the advantage of being the first guy to attack, especially when you got a target that you want to hit as much as possible. Got away from that. And Tellez is just taking advantage of, okay, I got speed and I got reach and I'm going to use it. And I'm going to strike first, strike hard, and be able to go and manage this fight. Not just manage. I'm going to go and fight my way back into this fight and turn this thing around. That's what I'm going to do. And right now, that's what he's doing. That is absolutely what he's doing at this point in time. And it's right now it's working to a T. Right now it's working to a T. And we starting up with the next round on the fight. Round 6. We are past the halfway point of this fight. Let's see what else Tellez has to offer, as we are seeing a very good performance since his I don't want to call it debacle, but since his big damage looked like it was going to be fight changing from the likes of Mendoza. Also, we got people in the chat like with Buck Crawford. Bud, what's going on? Welcome back. Hey champ, I saw you sparring with Nigel with Conor Ben, and he's saying, I can see you retired, you lost your luster. You gonna let that stuff slide? You gonna let that type of talk slide? Unretire and beat the brakes off of Conor Ben at 154. Come on back. We need you back. We want you back. And plus, we got a whole bunch of other competition we want to see you fight against. So, hey, if you want to come back, I would love it. I would appreciate it. You know, since you were so locked in on the with the source himself. But we're happy you're here. We appreciate you being along for the ride. And we're glad we're calling this whole fight with you all. Yeah, please. Yes, y'all, please subscribe to the channel. Look, don't let the champ's words pass you by. Like Bud Crawford said, come on and subscribe. Come on, be a part of the channel. Keep on liking the stream. The champ said this place is the hottest place to be. So Lord knows you don't want to go against that. So come on through. Be a part of this empire and keep on enjoying the stream and keep on sharing the show. And it means the world to me to help support the channel. And all of those instances helps this channel grow and flourish and shine. So we can't do this without you, and we appreciate it oh so much. But we still got a fight to call as we are in round 6, minute 12 into the round. Tellez is still doing great work. He popped the clutch, and all of a sudden he's been winning this fight easy, at least over these last 3 rounds or so, with him being even more responsible, even more moving his head, reacting to everything on a dime, and being able to still land with that long jab and the straight right hand. Good shot to the body by Tellez. I mean, look at that. Blocking, slipping, moving out. Easy. Doing some good work, man. Mind you, he's in the pocket with Mendoza. This is after the broken nose. He's in the pocket with the most damaging target on his face being right there for Mendoza to crack yet again. Just like that, he got a good jab and a good straight right landed for Mendoza. Okay, all right, now that would hurt him. That hurt him. Oh, that hurt him. Wait a minute now. Hold on. That shot hurt me. That hurt Tejas. That hurt Tejas now. I gotta give him that. Hey, look. That woke up Tejas. That shot hurt him. It was like a short uppercut. A little bit. Yeah, that hurt him. That was serious. That was serious. That was serious there. But again, outside of that instance, he been fighting flawless. I gotta be frank. He has been fighting pretty flawless in these last 3 rounds up until that last 45 seconds or so in the fight. No question about it. Let me see this real quick. Just trying to make sure I can check the health of the stream. And we still want to hear from you talking and conversating in the greater landscape of the sports world and boxing as a whole on anything that you want to discuss as we are going through. Again, this is a boxing, this is a live fight commentary. Like we can talk about everything that leads into this fight. What can come next at 154? Will any of these guys fight some of the people at the top or even at the bottom of the top 10 at 154? Would any of these guys be a challenge for anybody above the top 8 at 154 if you see them get in the ring? Would you like to see any of these people fight the likes of Errol Spence Jr. or Jermell Charlo in a comeback fight for their returns if we don't get Errol Spence versus Tim Tszyu? Would any of these guys be a real working fight that you would want to see them fight for? I wouldn't be mad at it, but again, that's just me. But even still, we still calling the fights. It's 2 minutes 15 seconds. Mendoza's now starting to really open up with some more fervent aggression and ire, trying to really score and be the first to punch. And it's working flawlessly at this point. But Tejas takes back control, throwing the jab and popping out. That's still good uppercut by Mendoza and a big sweeping hook in kind to respond to Tejas as well. Yeah, okay, the blether of Mendoza, the heavy-head nature of Mendoza is starting to really take root again, which is good. This is what he lacked in those last 3 rounds, between rounds 5 and now. And now he's getting back to it. Tejas working on the inside, trying to land with a sneaky uppercut. Another uppercut meant for Tejas. Hook to the body lands for Tejas. Good straight left lands for Mendoza. Trading tit for tat, punch for punch in the middle of the ring with each other. Very much kind of a stand-up brawl to some degree. One punch after another from each person in the center of the ring. 1:20 left in round 7 thus far. This round's kind of been, it's been pretty tight. Nobody's really taken as much advantage to truly separate in this round. This one's going to be a little bit hard to call, I'm not going to lie. Sweeping shot to the body misses for Tejas. That one lands though for Tejas as he doubles up with the same shot. Mendoza lands a couple jabs on the inside. 2-punch combination misses for Tejas. Good hook by Tejas, so that one lands. Big uppercut misses for Brian Mendoza. Tejas slips under a hook. Both of them still have not moved outside of the DraftKings Sportsbook logo in the center of the ring. It's been literally a nip and tuck type of brawl. They've been going back and forth, letting leather fly. Now they start to open up with real heavy shots. Big, heavy jabs by both opponents as they trade on each other. 30 seconds left into round 7. Hook in the miss for Mendoza. Uppercut in the miss. Double uppercut in the miss. Triple uppercut in the miss for the likes of Tejas. Look like almost another clash of heads for the likes of Mendoza and Tejas. But again, the action still continues on. Hook to the body for Mendoza. Hook to the body for Mendoza. And Tejas responds in kind. Straight for Mendoza almost lands. And the fight, or rather the round, is over. Good gosh, man. This is a unique perspective of a fight. This is insane. This is good. But let me see. Conor Ben about to meet Mr. Left Hand and Mr. Right Hand. If he keep talking, well, look, he probably gonna meet him quick because that brother he ain't gonna shut up. His part of his biggest game since he got off of steroids has been just straight up. I'm taking on everybody I can see. Hey, I talk because I am. That's what he goes about like. So you probably got to meet him sooner rather than later, and I'm all for it. Let me see. Yo, let me see what you gotta say. Welch, Moses, a beast. Oh, he's a beast. Well, we started off this entire live stream. We had like 10 minutes to spare talking about Moses Itauma and that knockout. And I'm telling you this right now, that man has changed the entire conversation of what we see him as in the heavyweight landscape. He's no longer just a prospect. He's above probably a couple of people in its top 10. After that win, knocking out Jermaine Franklin, who even the best at the heavyweight division couldn't put out. Yeah, that was a statement. That was a huge statement. As we're going into round 8, we're going to talk about it in even more detail come Tuesday afternoon. Be sure to be here for that, because I got a lot of stuff to say in a dedicated show that we're going to discuss with Moses Itauma. And I guarantee you now, we still going to talk about it here, but be sure to be there for that as well. We're going to have a whole bunch of time to talk about that. No question about it. Let me see. Joannis is winning this fight. I want to say yes as well. I got him winning also in this fight. It's been really, really close. But Tellez, especially since getting the broken nose, has been fighting just objectively better. He's been fighting better. Now Mendoza, like we said, see, there we go again. Look, hey man, look, they throwing it again. They throwing shots after the break. They getting nip and tuck. It's getting down and dirty. These folks are getting. It's starting to devolve into a fight, a straight up fight. It's starting to devolve straight up into a fight. And I think Mendoza is Mendoza cut. Is his face just red or is he cut? I'm trying to see. Good job by Tellez. Oh, he's cut. Okay, so he's cut. He's cut right on the inside of the eye. He's cut on the inside of the eye. Okay, all right. So those straight rights from Tellez has actually been working effectively. Minute 11 left in round 8. Both of them still fighting upright. It looks like the blood on Tellez's chest is not his own. It's Mendoza's right now. Hooked to the head by Tellez, misses. 50 seconds left in round 8. Jab to the head by Tellez. Another jab by Tellez. 1-2 by Tellez. Mendoza almost lands with an uppercut but misses. 40 seconds left. Back to the center of the ring is both of them. It's been Tellez's fight at this point in time. He's been winning. And I think he is winning up on the scorecards. He should be up on the scorecards in this fight as we're getting close to 20 seconds left. Still trading with some good shots. Working and moving. It seems like the nose has become less of a factor for the likes of Tellez to worry about. And now it's been more so he's comfortable with it. Crazy enough. And the round is over. Looks like he's comfortable with it now. The fact that hasn't phased him, so impressive. The fact that hasn't phased Tellez, that he has a broken nose and he's still winning this fight right now, is insane. It's a testament to his warrior heart. But let me see. Do you consider Mendoza a name? I do not. Now, when I say I don't consider him a name, we talk about names, we talk about big names. We talk about, normally we talk about big names. That's the normal thing. You know, the Bootses, the TOs, that type of stuff. When I talk about name, I talk about reputable contendership in this division. Because everybody can't be a champion. Everybody can't be the best of the best. But there are people that if you beat this cat, this is not an easy fight. Now, Mendoza he's beaten Fundora. Yes. That's his biggest claim to fame. However, outside of Fundora, he's fought people. Absolutely. But he hasn't succeeded enough against the certain threshold of Fundora and then even below Fundora to be able to say, okay, hey, yeah, this guy is, for anybody in the elite capacity, this guy outside of Fundora, because he beat him, this guy isn't a name for them. Now, it depends on how you view Tellez as a name in the land of 154. If you view him as an elite name, Mendoza is a decent win, but it's not a great win from the perspective of a name position. If you see him as a good fighter, and not a great fighter, okay, then for him this would be a good win. If you see him as an average fighter, Mendoza would have then been seen as a great win. So the better you are, the worse or the less shine a Brian Mendoza win looks on your resume. But if you're earlier in your position in boxing, or if you are somebody who is up and coming, okay, yeah, this is a pretty good win. At least that's how I see it when I look at Brian Mendoza as a fighter. Oh, speaking of which, oh gosh, I think he might be hurt. Hold on, Mendoza's got caught with a big uppercut. Oh shoot, wait a minute 22 left in round 9 of this fight. Mendoza just got caught with a big uppercut. It looked like he was rocked for a second, but no, he recovered and responded and landed big shots on Tellez in response. But he looked shaky for a hot minute. He looked like he had doubled over. I got excited because I thought he was about to get put out. Not saying I want Mendoza to get knocked out, simply saying, a knockout's getting ready to happen because it looked like he was in that posture. But false alarm. But the fight, again, it's the last 2 rounds of this fight, so it's gonna be they work. They're gonna have to work. 43 seconds left in round 9. Hooked by Mendoza. Tellez with another jab. Good uppercut by Mendoza. That's some good shots. Okay, Mendoza been landing some really good shots this round. I'm talking about some really damaging shots. Shots that I thought he was going to land earlier when he had Tellez with the broken nose in round, what was it, round 3? No, I'm sorry, round 4? Was it round 3 or round 4? Round 3. He's landing those shots that he should have landed in now. 10 seconds left in round 9. Hook to the body. And the round is over. Getting ready to go into the last round of this fight. And what's a very entertaining co-main event that leads to Sebastian Fundora versus Keith Thurman for the title at 154 and a potential shot at who knows who. Maybe Usyk, maybe potentially Virgil Ortiz. We are not Usyk. Hold on, wait, time out. Wait a minute, hold on, not Usyk. Wait a minute. Major slip of the tongue. Not Usyk. I meant Boots Ennis. I meant Virgil Ortiz. Why did I say Usyk? See, I'm still on Itauma in the heavyweight division. That's still on my mind. Let me see, I always thought that Fundora win was a lucky win. Now, like, Fundora was winning that fight. Mendoza was in that fight. Fundora had been doing that same. Excuse me. Tellez was the one that got rocked because it was a shot when he was ducking down. He got hit with behind the head. That's what it was as we're going into round 10. But last round of the fight getting ready to happen right now. As we're getting ready to witness it. But Fundora had always at that point in time had that problem. He can get caught high. If you watch the fights leading up to Brian Mendoza, it wasn't a lucky shot because the punch was there. It had been there for a multiplicity of fights. It was just dealing with, okay, I got to aim for the top of the tree while all these branches are swinging at me. When I'm the shorter fighter, it's a hard place to kind of calibrate yourself with. But Mendoza, he did it and he landed the shot. I can't call it luck because that was indeed the punch that it was there for a lot of other fighters. They just never got to land it. Good straight right by Mendoza. Another straight right by Mendoza. And a good jab by Mendoza. Okay, starting this round off strong with 2 minutes left, going through and landing some really eye-catching shots. But I don't think that was luck. Now, do I think that Fundora is a better fighter? Yes. Do I think that if they fought again, Mendoza would lose? Absolutely. I think he would absolutely lose now if he fought against the likes of Fundora. I strongly feel he would lose. Unless this is like a John Adams situation where Adams beat Boachuk. Boachuk had a fight of the year and looked like he was on the up and up of 154. And then we thought, the knockout that he had against Boachuk was a fluke. And the next thing you know, he fights him again and he beats him and outboxes him for 12 rounds. And oh my gosh, this man is just a better fighter. Or he just has his number. Good three-punch combination by Tellez on the head of Mendoza. Mendoza tries to throw in with a shot downstairs, but gets smothered. Ref breaks it up. A minute 14 left in round 10. They are back in the center of the ring, standing on the DraftKings logo of this mat to help gauge the positioning of where they are for people that are just listening at home and not watching. 57 seconds of round 10. Crowd is indeed in this fight because this has been a real competitive affair. I can tell you this right now. What you hear in this is what's been going on for the whole of the fight. And right now, I think, I feel Tellez is up. He should take this by unanimous decision. Split decision at worst if I'm watching this fight and I got the cards. And if I have the cards correct, good three-punch combination by Alexa Mendoza. 26 seconds left in round 10, however. Clinching up is Tellez. Back to the center of the ring. 19 seconds. Tellez clinches up again. Or Mendoza. They starting to clinch up a lot now. Hold on now. 10 seconds left, or they're going to end it with a bang. And yeah, another clinch. Yeah, this fight's over. Yep. Fight's over. Fight's over. It's a great war. Right, mind you, great war. Great war. But Burr, I see you in the chat. I agree with you. Yeah, man. Johannes won this fight. Tellez won this fight. Tellez won this fight and should have won this fight. He should have, absolutely. He should have won this fight. Broken nose and all, he won it. My God, I tell you, hey man, credit to him. Credit to him. Credit to him. Broken nose and all. Early. I mean, a bad broken nose. Early. Still took the pain and even took some shots that landed on him and still won this fight. Hey, man, I got to tell you, that's something serious. That's something serious. That is something to behold. My gosh, my word. That's a war. Now, that does not, I'll say this. Brian Mendoza may not be the biggest name out there, but this performance versus Mendoza, with the circumstances for Tellez, that's going to make this win a good win. Because he beat Brian Mendoza, yeah. But he beat him with a broken nose in round 3. That, impressive. Incredibly impressive. We got to get credit for what credit due. Let me see. We got people in chat. Let me see. Adesanya. Dang it. Shoot. Lord, see, you shouldn't have said that. Lord. You see people going to leave now. Lord, people going to leave. Hey, look. I gotta stick with this fight because I can't jump to the David Avenesian fight. Not David Avenesian. Israel Adesanya fight. I gotta find. Can I do them both? I don't think I'll be able to call them both round by round. I might. I don't know if I can. I might be able to. Now, I've done it before with Pacquiao when he fought and Ben Rodriguez fought. I don't know if I can do that again, though, with MMA and the UFC, although I love to watch it. And UFC Tellez, congratulations. He got the belt. He got the win. Credit to him. Deserves it, absolutely. Dang. Can you keep me updated? If you are able to watch the fight, can you keep me updated? I wish that fight started later. Dang it. If that fight had started later. If that fight had started later, we would have been watching it. Shoot. Or we would have been watching it along with this stream because it wouldn't have gotten into Fundora versus Thurman. But Fundora versus Thurman, that main event's getting ready to happen now. And it's gonna, dang it. Shoot. That's frustrating. You know what? Keep me updated with what's going on. Keep me posted on the action at hand if you can when it comes to when it comes to this fight and when it comes to Adesanya. I'ma see if I can make it happen. No promises. I'ma see if I can call them both, or at least I can if I can talk through Adesanya up until Fundora. Hold on. Let me see if I can finagle some stuff. Let me see if I can work some magic. Let me see if I can make something shake. I might be able to. I might. I also might not. So bear with me. Bear with me as we got some time. Like I said, if I can't, we'll just talk more boxing in lieu of the All right, we gonna risk this. I don't know how good this is gonna work. We're gonna try to give it a shot. If I can't get it loaded up, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. While I'm trying to see if we can get potentially Adesanya, while I'm watching Sebastian Fundora, would you all like to discuss anything else as we wait with Fundora and Thurman as they're getting ready to walk to the ring, as they are prepping for their fight, as the main event is getting ready to happen, y'all? It's here. It's time. Oh, yes, indeed. We're ready to have ourselves a show. And the big kahuna, the big shindig, the big magnum opus of the night that will change the level, potentially change the landscape, and definitely send ripple effects throughout the land of 154, with the likes of Thurman and Fundora going for titles against your Thurman, 31-1. Only loss was to Manny Pacquiao, mind you. Only loss has been to Manny Pacquiao. This man has been and was seen as, outside of Terrence Crawford and outside of Errol Spence Jr., he was the guy at 154. Now looking to make his reign back to the top of the mountain he was the guy at 147. Now looking to make his reign back at the top of the mountain to 154. Can he accomplish it, or is the old dog just too old? We are going to find out, but we also got more people in the chat. That I didn't mean to skip over. LW, what's going on with you? How you doing? Oh, hold on, don't be afraid. Be glad. We're excited that you're here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I didn't click on your chat earlier. That's my bad. We appreciate you showing up for the show. We appreciate you being on for the live. Mendoza got a hold of snack pack against Slender Man. Oh, Lord. Here we go again. Snacking all. It never fails. Anybody, well, Victor Conte, respectfully, Victor Conte's gone, so maybe we ain't got to worry about that no more. Maybe, but we'll find out. Regardless of which, either way, hey, look, credit to credit to the likes of Tejas for winning. And now we're on to the big event, and I can't wait to see it. Absolutely. He wants that WBA belt. No, he does. He does. He absolutely does. And who wouldn't? In this division, who wouldn't? I mean, at this point in time, there's no ability to really duck at 154. So you doggone right. Hey, go for belts, go for titles, go for broke. Because there's literally nowhere else to go but up. You cannot run into anybody that isn't a danger. Even Mendoza versus Tejas, you saw what this fight turned into. Like, it's a danger. It's a real danger. No question about it. Let me see. I don't know how to feel about Ioannis though. Since he lost to a boss, what do you think? Can he make a redemption? I mean, he can't. I mean, you just saw it right now. The fact that he was able to fight through this shows you, yeah, he can do it. He can do it. He can. He's got the goods. Now, when we're looking at the perspective of championship talent, okay, there may still be some growing work to do, because you lost to a boss, and now you would have to potentially go back to a boss, and then Zayas and or Boots and or Thurman and or Fundora and or Josh Kelly. Not to mention Ortiz is in that mix. Not to mention Boachuk is in that mix. Not to mention Errol Spence, if he looks good, is in that mix. Charlo, if he looks good, is in that mix. There's a lot of names up here that have you, like, it's going to be a lot of work for me to have some confidence that, okay, you can beat some of them, even the ones that aren't champions. But if you're able to beat Brian Mendoza and beat him definitively, which he did, it wasn't by knockout, but it was definitive in the face of adversity, that's at least a step in the right direction. This is, I mean, that Brian Mendoza is the end all be all, but it shows, okay, there is ability there. There's something he's gonna have to really work to bring it out. He's gonna have to really work to bring it out. But either way, we got Fundora and Thurman getting ready to happen now. Also, I got the fight. Okay, I'm able to stream it. I'm able to get it. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm watching Adesanya and I don't forgot who was fighting. Pfeiffer. I'm watching Adesanya and Pfeiffer while also watching Fundora and Thurman. Right now, Adesanya and Pfeiffer, it ain't going. It's about to happen. Thurman, they doing a package. At least on my screen, they doing a promo package. So like, y'all want me to call that fight, or y'all want me to go through and just keep on talking boxing? Whichever way y'all want me to go, I can go. We can do either or, and we're gonna find out. I'll at least be the one to inaugurate. Hey, Adesanya is officially back in the first round of the fight, but he didn't even shake the hand. I'm surprised. Adesanya didn't even shake Piper's hand when Piper was trying to give him the old, hey, we're glad that you're back here, and with courtesy. But either way, regardless of which, they back and they already clinched up on the cage. My goodness. As we're going through, I'm trying to call double duty. I really am. If we can make it happen, I'm still reading your questions and your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear what you all got to say. I'm calling Fundora. I'm calling Adesanya. I'm calling everything right now because we got people just wanting to see everything go about. So we here for it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how in the world you all want to go. Hold on, I see people in the chat. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Come on. Pull it up. Do what I need. Come on. Scroll. There we go. Okay. I have Fundora winning a good fight. I think it's going to be more than a good fight. It's going to be a potential war. Let me see. Talk your talk. We here for. Hey man, look. Hey, when I say I'm a bad man, I'm a bad man. That's what we do. Again, we 3 minutes into Adesanya, or 3 minutes left in Adesanya versus Piper. Both of them in the center of the ring right now. We've seen Adesanya get taken to the cage, but then be able to fight his way out of it. Piper being patient, trying to be on the front. We're not necessarily on the front foot. We're popping back and forth, looking to potentially check some hooks. Adesanya with a big left straight. Oh, good knee by Adesanya. They can get the crowd going now. Oh, wait a minute. Is the old Izzy back for one more time? And as again, I'm still answering your question. Fundora has to watch out for those uppercuts if you are fighting against Sebastian Fundora, especially if you're Thurman. This is going to be one of the shortest fighters we've seen. Oh, good shot by Piper. I thought it almost rocked the likes of Adesanya. Adesanya better be a little bit careful now. He looked a little bit weight drained as he was getting ready for this fight, and he still looks weight drained now, getting into this. A big elbow by Piper that nearly lands on the head of Adesanya. But when we're talking about Sebastian Fundora, Sebastian going up against the shortest fighter in his career is most likely going to look for the biggest weapon to decapitate the head and do and essentially pull and Moses Itauma and land an uppercut on the inside that knocks the head of Thurman to the floor. That's what we can see take place. Thurman better be mindful as we see a straight 1-2 miss for the likes of Adesanya as he tries to sprawl a takedown and goes into a high clinch as they both walk into the cage yet again. Adesanya trying to get control, trying to fight off of his back with his back to the cage. A minute 35 into the first round of Adesanya's return to the ring. As we're still seeing Fundora into the locker room, prepping for the fight as they're talking through other instances. Adesanya fakes a high kick against Piper. Both of them doing hand play. Oh, good shot by Piper, though, that lands on the head of Adesanya. I'm telling you, I'm trying to pull double duty because that's what y'all looking for. Good check kick a good leg kick by Adesanya. Beast, is it Beast Cole? What's going on with you? How you doing, Beast? Welcome back, brother. Glad that you're here. Appreciate you on the live for us. I ain't seen you in a minute. We're glad that you returned to our show. Welcome to the Empire. Welcome back to the Watch Report. We're calling Fundora versus Thurman. I got Fundora knocking out Thurman in round 9, and or it goes to a unanimous decision with Fundora winning a bloody war and a bloody victory. Good check by Adesanya as we are 30 seconds left into round 1 of this. I think it's 3 rounds? Is it 3 rounds or 4 rounds? Is it 3 or 4 rounds that we got Adesanya? I think it's 4 rounds. Is it 5 actually? Wait a minute. Is it 5? I don't know how many rounds it's. Either way, regardless of which. Adesanya just got taken down. Adesanya's on his back. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not where he wants to be. That is not, as one of the better strikers that we've seen in UFC modern day history of as the last era, the era that Adesanya was in, is starting to peter out. He doesn't want to be on his back, but the round's getting ready to end, so thankfully he don't got to worry about it as the round in the UFC is over for Adesanya's first time back in the cage of the UFC. But I have Thurman losing again, knocked out by Fundora, or losing a unanimous decision. Both of them gonna get bloodied. Thurman, if his legs don't fail him, he can do some work, but he better be careful, very careful, or else he's gonna get caught with a shot that buckles his legs and put him down. And it's going to be insane. Let me see. Jokes. Al Heyman is a man. Say, hey, man, that brother just does his business, makes his fights, and goes about his day. You don't see him. You don't hear from him except on certain occasions. And all you do is just sit back and watch and let the things transpire. But it looks like we got Mauro Ranallo G'ing up the transition into getting the fight underway. They about to walk to the ring. Thurman and Fundora getting ready to walk to the ring right now. And we in it. I'm not going to lie, we in it. We calling Adesanya and Piper at the same time. This is ridiculous. This is insane. This is ridiculous. I feel like Kevin Harlan when he was calling the NFL that one day, when he was calling 4 games at once. Either way, we're doing it all here on the Watch Report as round 2 in the UFC has started for the main event for Adesanya versus Piper. Leg kick by Piper, or leg kick by Adesanya, excuse me. Big shot by Piper, misses. And trying to react in kind, but they about to walk. We excited to see what's going to happen. We can't wait to see potentially Keith Thurman one time do it another time and get a championship under his belt once again. I can't wait to see what he's got left in the tank. It's going to be insane to watch and see. I'm going to come back when the fight's over. You ain't going to watch it? Wait a minute now. Hold on. Wait a second. You're leaving right when it's getting good? Oh, Lord. I knew it. See, I knew we shouldn't have called Adesanya. I'm kidding. I'm just having jokes. I'm messing. Go do what you got to do. Enjoy yourself. We're going to be right here to have a post-fight show. Speaking of which, hey, we got a super chat goal that we posted on the stream. If you can see in the chat, if we can get 10 people to give any amount of money, I don't care how much it is, in super chats or gifts or stickers or anything of the like, we will have a post-fight show. We'll most likely have one anyway, but even still, just an added incentive to get the machinations of your mind working. And if you feel that this show is worthwhile, hey, that's a great way to support the channel. We're funded by people like you and you alone. Through super chats, gifts, and stickers. Cash App and PayPal, as you can see on the screen, all of it goes back into paying my bills and helping us so that we can make this show bigger, better, and stronger for your viewing and listening pleasure. Shameless plug aside, hey, but even still, we're back and we're witnessing the return of one time, looking comfortable, looking happy, hugging the fans in the crowd, getting excited and getting rolling. Thurman looks like he has missed this spotlight. He has missed this road. He has missed this love that the fans have been able to give him as he's been in boxing, because people love him. He legitimately, people love him. People want to see him. People are as a fan base. He is somebody that people, he's a figure. They gravitate toward him. They want him to go. I'm not saying they lived through him, but he was one of the more polarizing figures of the last era of the welterweight division with Spence Thurman and, of course, Terrence Crawford. And so, good shot by Izzy. Oh, that shook up Piper a little bit. 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in round. Round 2, excuse me, of this fight. Oh, Izzy's shelling up. Izzy better not be hurt. Wait a minute now. Izzy his back is on the cage. Big elbow that misses for Israel Adesanya. And he got taken down yet again. Oh, Lord. One more time, another takedown. by the opposition, by Pyfer on Israel Adesanya. But again, we are calling Fundora versus Thurman. Be clear. While that fight is also going on, we got some UFC fans in the chat. And so we're also calling at the same breath Adesanya versus Pyfer in Adesanya's return to the ring as the style bender potentially comes through and wins if he can win one more time. Right now, he just got taken down, and so it's not looking pretty with him still on the ground. Oh, shoot, he about to get, he better be careful. Adesanya. Piper's got his back. He almost had a real naked choke. Center of the ring, there's no cage, there's no leverage that can get from the cage for Adesanya to help escape. Wait a minute, Adesanya, he's in trouble. He might be in a little bit of trouble right now. Minute 15 left in round 8. Minute 15 left in round 2. Excuse me, of the UFC fight in a 5-round affair. Let me see. Thurman was the one that beat the mess out of Broner. Now I don't know if Thurman ever fought Broner. I know he fought Manny Pacquiao. I know he fought Sean Porter. I think he fought Danny Garcia. Oh Lord, Izzy's in trouble. 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 Oh no! Oh no! Izzy lost! Oh no! Israel Adesanya has just lost his return to the cage via stoppage after getting mounted on the back, and he could not gain any leverage, and he was getting essentially hammer-fisted with Pyfer having top mount above him, and he couldn't escape. All he could do was shell up, and my gosh, it's over. Oh man, Adesanya, he wasn't even hurt bad. He just couldn't get out of he couldn't get out. He couldn't get out. My gosh, and Pyfer's biggest win of his career thus far. My goodness. I'm not gonna lie, that probably is gonna be it. That's probably it. That is probably it for Israel Adesanya. That's probably it for Israel Adesanya, and most likely, I wouldn't be surprised if he retires after this fight. But even still, that fight's done. We can react to that fight after all of this stuff, and we'll see if he does indeed announce his retirement afterwards. But again, if you did not know, breaking news: Israel Adesanya has lost to Pyfer in his return to boxing in what potentially is going to be his last fight in mixed martial arts. My goodness, it's going to be shocking to see what transpires after this. Either way, Izzy has lost. But now we're going back fully into the boxing landscape, and we are going all in on Fundora versus Thurman. The main event is here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to work. It's time to have ourselves a fight. It's time for war, and it's time for blood and guts. So we about to have ourselves a championship opportunity. The championship is on the line. Fundora being the challenger, going through and defending Keith one-time Thurman, two of some of the most destructive punchers in their respective divisions. Now meeting at 154, looking to see if the old guard, the old mongoose, as some people may want to call Keith Thurman, akin back to the likes of Archie Moore, who was at one point in time the oldest champion in heavyweight or in boxing history, and also in heavyweight history. Before again, we saw who was it? Somebody broke it. Was it George Foreman that broke that record? And then Bernard Hopkins outright broke it out. Either way, hey, the old guard, he still got something to prove. Has he got something left in the tank? We will find out, because Lord knows that's the biggest question on our mind. At 5'8", 152 pounds, brother, will the power carry? Will the feet fail him? Will the chin stand the test of time? Going into the towering inferno's domain, literally a firefighter going into a burning building. That's what Keith Thurman is for this fight. The fireman, can he put out the fire of an absolute skyscraper burning a hole in the division of 154 in Keith Thurman? It's a scary sight. It's a scary thought. It's a scary position, but it's a scary level of greatness if he can accomplish it. If he can do it, it's going to be insane. Oh, my gosh. Absolutely. Let me see. Izzy is going over to Zuffa. I don't think he is. Is he going to be a boxer? He could. I did say Israel Adesanya or other fighters, after their UFC career is over, they could go and try to get a bag by fighting in the Zuffa Boxing League and do essentially it's an easy transition, and you don't got to go to Misfits. You just sign with Zuffa, and now you get boxing money, and you can demand boxing money because it's a different game. I could see it transitioning over, and a lot of people saying, yeah, okay, I'll go to boxing. And if he does do that, maybe a smart transition, or maybe that, yeah, it's just time for me to wrap it up. And it might just be time for him to wrap it up. It might just be, in my opinion, but even still, that's just my thoughts on the matter. But yep, Thurman and Fundora is happening right now. We want to see what you all got to say. L double, let me see what you got. Thurman by KO. I got Fundora by KO. My gosh, look at that height discrepancy. Lord have mercy. My goodness. My goodness. It's worse than what it was in the weigh-in. That size mismatch is worse than what it was in the weigh-in. Well, they in and out. Thurman, you got a chance to make history. Do what Pacquiao couldn't do. Or rather, at least you can match what Pacquiao did. Or do what he did outright in beating Fundora. Fundora versus Thurman. Giant David versus Goliath. Old versus new. It's on, baby. It's popping. It's time to work. It's time to shine. It's time for a good shot. Oh, my Fundora. Immediately with a big right hand. Immediately. Fundora lands a big straight, a big straight left hand on the head of Thurman. Thurman tried to volley with the flurry of his own. Also, let me see. Henry Bostic, welcome back. Glad you're here. We appreciate you on the live. We appreciate you tuning in. We've been calling Adesanya. We've been calling Tellez fighting against Mendoza. We've been calling everything under the sun right now. And now we calling Fundora versus Thurman. And the biggest punch of the night was the first punch that Fundora threw, which was a straight left. He is a southpaw, correct? Yeah, he's a southpaw. He's a southpaw. Wait a minute. He's a southpaw. Fundora's a southpaw? Either I'm just forgetting or I never knew. My gosh, what the world? He's a southpaw? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that can be bad. That can be very bad. No wonder that first straight left landed. Thurman's walking into the straight left hand. Good job by Fundora. Minute 47, round one. 12th round affair for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Big hook. Oh, Lord, I see. Oh, no. Oh, no. See, he's already stumbling. He's already fumbling. Oh, Jarvis, you had some fucking with Jarvis. Oh, you might have lost it now. Oh, this can be very bad. Oh, no. Thurman, have you fought off more than you can chew? That brother, look at his face. Look at Thurman's face right now. Thurman looks so concerned. He looks so concerned. He's now realizing, what the world did I get myself into? What am I dealing with right now? How did people land on this guy? Good hook by Thurman, though. Gets on the inside, and then now that's where the danger lies. And see, Thurman did the right thing there. He shelled up on Fundora when he got close to Fundora, because he didn't want Fundora to have the ability to land those uppercuts. He's going to have to, because in the clinch is where Fundora gets his best work. You can't beat him on the inside. Most people can't beat him on the inside. And so because of that, you got to kind of take your stuff where you can get it. And that's what Thurman's trying to do. See, and look, he's hesitated. See, that's the problem. See that right there? He hesitated. 16 seconds left. I'm going to tell you, look, right now, that was the biggest instance. This is about to be bad for Thurman. This is about to be horrible for Thurman. Big hook by Thurman, almost lands. But this is about to be bad for Thurman. Why? Because he hesitated. He hesitated. He messed up. Round is over. Look me in my face if you're watching me on television, on your screens, and listen closely. This is about to get very bad because Keith Thurman just hesitated when he had an opening. There was a clean shot that he could land to the body, or even a hook that if he had completely just wound up and gone through the motion, some could have landed. But he went through, he kind of switched what he was trying to throw, and then he stopped. Be glad Fundora didn't throw something right in there, because he would have been caught and put to sleep right then. There's a level of hesitation because there might be a level of fear, or at least a level of uber concern that's causing him to overthink at times. He landed a good shot here. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. He missed. Oh, it missed. He didn't even reach it. Wait a minute. That hook didn't even land. No wonder he hesitated. The distance of where to actually get up there, climbing this tree, is a lofty goal. As we're starting round 2 of Fundora versus Thurman. Fundora now, utilizing that jab, walking forward, keeping that guard up high, using that frame consistently like a metronome, throwing it out at the same beat, keeping them at bay. Good chopping right left that almost lands for the likes of Fundora. You know what? I got to stop calling things chopping lefts. Everything is not a chopping left. Everything is not a chopping straight punch. Some things are just straight punches. Chopping is when it's coming down. You know, like chopping an angle of a tree. Oh, Fundora almost landed a big uppercut. Oh, and he got it there. Oh, we got it there. Oh, that one landed. Yep. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he got caught. Popped his head up like a pest dispenser. Is what Fundora just did. I'm telling you that he can throw those. He can throw those things from range now. Thurman's gonna have to lunge in. This is not what Thurman's good at. Thurman is not good at lunging in with this type of, again, he's got to close 10 inches of reach just to get in range. And then he's got to still be able to throw with somebody's got quick hands that are as quick as his. With leverage. Power in both hands. People were concerned about the bicep of Fundora because it looks like he had a bicep tear that has diminished the muscle. Clearly it hasn't. Good shot to the body by Thurman, but again, most of the stuff is blocked. Hook to the head by Thurman. Grazing shots. Thurman trying to use his legs. Bouncing around the ring. It's more so just trying to stay on the outside. It's not really movement. As you know, with the more technical footwork, it's just straight up circling. He's looking like what we saw our Navarro do against who was old buddy that knocked him out. Big Doug that fought early, the first fight on the card. Big Doug versus Navarro. That's going to 45 seconds left in round 2. Fundora still putting out that pole of a jab, that pole of a left hand, keeping up. Thurman can't, look at, mind you, Thurman is already backing up. He can't back up anymore. If he backs up anymore, he's at the ropes right now. He has been in this same outward circle the entirety of the fight because there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run against Fundora. Uppercut by Fundora, again, it's blocked. Fundora might start going with the uppercut to the body because Thurman is so concerned about getting landed on up high. Thurman with a big volley, but it misses. Oh, good straight, doubling up the body. There we go. Now that's good. Now that's good. Now that's good. That's good right there. Also, please keep on liking the stream. Keep on sharing the show. Get the likes up on our show. Keep on telling people about our live stream. Let people know this is the place to be when it comes to all things boxing and sports as a whole. We're more than just a boxing show. We want people to see what we got going on, and we want people to be invested in what the most professional means of entertainment and fun that you can get outside of Fox, ABC, and NBC, and ESPN. Oh, you dealing with a monster in me as we entertain you, the masses. But I'm telling you, as a shameless plug aside, I'm telling you right now, Thurman just did something good right there. He went and he was able to double up with the straight right. That, before the cut with Tim Tszyu, that's what was working for Tim Tszyu. Doubling up with the straight power hand on Fundora, because Fundora does not move his head a whole bunch. And he can get caught on center line. He can. If you double up, that is a thing that can work. If he keeps up with it, it's a thing that can actually be effective. As we're going into round 3. Be clear, Fundora still won that round, but that was a good glimmer of hope for the likes of Thurman to give him some confidence, which is good, which is really good. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the round 3. Jab by Fundora. Again, mind you, Fundora doesn't even look like he's throwing these jabs hard. He's just busting through the guard, and he's just able to reach him. He's just able to reach him with the greatest of beats. With the greatest of beats. Mind you, understand, good uppercut by Fundora. Fundora's back foot has never left the DraftKings Sportsbook logo. Do you get that? Fundora's back foot has never left the DraftKings logo in the center of the ring. Good uppercut by Fundora and hooks to the body by Fundora. So you can't beat him on the inside. You can't. You just can't. Big left hook by Fundora. Jab by Fundora. He's just working him. He's just working him. He's just outworking him. The only way Thurman can win, he's got to actually come to him. At this point, it's going to be just activity that's going to beat Thurman. Or over just straight up damage. Hooks about Thurman. And my good straight right by Thurman. That's good. Quick darting in and out. Landing a shot and then escaping back. But again, you got to do it more. You have to do it more. You're not doing it enough. This work is not helping you if you're Thurman because it doesn't move the needle of the round. You got to win something for this to be effective. You got to win rounds for this type of tactic to be effective. That age is working. That ball spot on his head is starting to show because right now I'm seeing it against Fundora. That was almost a big shot by Fundora when he made Thurman miss. Fundora is starting to open up a little bit more. But that ball spot on Thurman's head is starting to show a little bit of age because of the fact that the movement, the reaction time, even the accommodations of shifting left and right with your weight, it's not the same. It feels like Thurman's overwhelmed right now. Unless he's just setting up for a big shot and trying to lull Fundora to sleep, which it can't be possible. See, he almost got it. As I said it, he just went and off that back foot, then tried to go for that overhand right as he tried to lull Fundora to sleep. That might be the thing. Big overhand left hook that he tries to land on Fundora, but it doesn't really connect. 10 seconds left in round 3. It's Fundora's round. Another jab by Fundora. 1-2 combination by Fundora. As the round is over. Yeah, man, this is a tall order. This is a tall task. This is a tall glass of water. This is a very high mountain to climb. This is a incredible wall to try to bust through. I'm telling you, this is a big tree to chop down. Whatever height euphemism you can think of. That's what this is for Thurman. And right now, he's it ain't looking too good. Let me see. To go from braids to a bowl cut is diabolical. Hey man, look, he's 37 years old. I'm telling you, like, everybody's hair goes at any given point in time. I don't knock it. I kind of wish though he had gone bald or at least done a low fade. That might have looked a little bit more little bit less age-inducing from the standpoint of the public eye. But even still, fight-wise, that's the biggest thing. His hair, his head, and his age all look like they match up right now because it looks like right now this young lion in Fundora, this incredibly, who's sitting on a high perch, is currently just doing work. Also, do y'all like the corny height jokes I'm making? Oh, good right hand by Fundora. That was a good right hand by Fundora with 232 in the round. Thurman's got to find a way. And mind you, I'm not trying to switch or flip. Oh, Thurman should do this or that. When I say, oh, okay, that's something good. Oh, okay, that's also something good. The outboxing and darting into, oh, good shot by Fundora. That was a big shot. Oh, that was a big shot. Uppercut by Fundora. Thurman took that well. Oh my gosh. Thurman took that incredibly well. Shoot. That was clean. He ate that. But I'm not trying to change and just another hook by Fundora. I'm not trying to change what Thurman should be doing. I'm saying that Fundora, the style of darting in and out and taking what's available and landing to the body and then getting back outside, it only can work if you're doing it a lot. Like a consistent basis where you're constantly getting yourself scoring opportunities. Thurman's not doing that. Doubling up with the straight works. It does. It really does. But you got to do that consistently. If you combine those things, it can work even better. But he's doing one or the other. He's got to commit to one thing. He's either got to be outside and consistently jab to the body, constantly dart in and out with a shot going to him, or he's got to stand in the pocket and straight up say right straight. Do what got Tim Tszyu success in that first fight before the cut, and land shots in range. Because right now, you just trying to back up and circle, you're giving Fundora all the room to work. Like a triple hook by Fundora. There's no game plan to make Fundora's weaknesses work. You're just trying to avoid the length. You gotta turn the table. Another straight left by Fundora. Another uppercut by Fundora. Good uppercut by Fundora. Throwing multiple times. Fundora is really putting the pressure on now. Hook by Fundora. Uppercut to the body by Fundora. Thurman, Thurman's about to be in a bad way. Thurman's about to be in a very bad way. Get ready, y'all. Thurman's about to be in a bad way. Thurman's about to be in a very, he's about to be. He's about to be in a very bad way right now. 14 seconds left in round 4. It is all Fundora this entire time. Thurman has been doing nothing but circling. He's been moving like a NASCAR in a race. That's redundant. He's moving like he's a driver in NASCAR. Always circling, turning, in this case, not turning left, but turning right. Going right. That's it. That's literally all he's doing. And there's some concern. There's some fear. He talked a big game. He did. And right now, it's backfired. It is backfiring in a major way. It's backfiring horrible. It's backfiring terrible. He's about to be put in the dirt in a little bit, and we better be hit. It's about to get scary. Because I'm telling you what, it ain't looking good. Let me see what you all had to say. Also, please keep on commenting your thoughts if you're listening and watching our live stream while you're watching the main event card. We love you all. We appreciate you all being here. Thank you for tuning in. Keep on subscribing. Keep on sharing the show. Hey, if you want to support the channel monetarily, Cash App, PayPal. Links down below in the description. Super chats, super gifts, stickers, all that stuff that you see everybody else doing on Blue Blood Sports TV, Showbiz the Adult, Two-Tone the Superstar, all those stuff. We do it too. So come on in if you want to support us. And with me, it would mean the world to me. Absolutely. As we got a fight going on right now. As this round, round 5. Oh, wait a minute now. Round 5. Thurman landed the best shot of the night. Thurman landed the best shot of the fight, or of his fight, with a straight right on Fundora. Fundora ate it well, though. Crazy enough. My gosh. Fundora going down, Thurman going downstairs a little bit. There might be a little bit more fire. Now Thurman's bouncing back and forth, circling left, changing directions now, now going back to the right. Fundora still trying to work that jab. It's still been working and still been effective. Thurman's amped up his speed a little bit when it comes to committing the shots and actually landing on the likes of Fundora. Fundora's actually starting to do work now, landing with a volley of shots on the guard and on the head of Thurman as Thurman's on the ropes. Another big swing and a miss for Thurman as Fundora still walks and stalks. Fundora with a good uppercut after Thurman missed with a hook upstairs. Oh, good shot by Thurman, though. That one caught Fundora. Fundora shook his head. Yeah, that was a good punch. Thurman, this turns into a fight now. This turns into a war. We got ourselves wait a minute now. We got ourselves a fight. We got ourselves a real fight. It's the caution to the wind. Thurman starting to throw caution to the wind. Fundora responding in kind. Big swings and misses from both fighters. Thurman with a big shot. Fundora with the uppercut. Thurman with the shot to the body. Good hook by Thurman. A good hook by Fundora, Fundora got him in the corner. Fundora opening up with a bunch of shots. Ups and down, up, down, left, right, whatever you want to call it. It's insane. Right now, this has devolved in 30 seconds into a war. Good swing and a miss by Thurman, throwing everything. Now, he's literally just sitting down and popping shots straight up. Fundora makes a miss, throws a shot to the body, throws on Fundora. Fundora backs up. Another big shot by Fundora, or by Thurman that lands. Fundora now walks back in place. 57 seconds left in round 5. The most action-packed round of this fight. Thurman is throwing literally everything he has at Fundora in one-hitter quitters. He's pulling a Canelo. That's what he's doing. This brother's pulling a Canelo at this point in time. This cat is throwing one big shot every single moment as much as he can. He ain't throwing in volleys, but he's loading up with everything he got. Good gosh, 30 seconds left. Big straight left by Fundora. Thurman is eating these shots incredibly well. I am very surprised. He is staying up, and he hasn't been knocked down yet. Fundora with another jab. Thurman still is now got to catch his breath. I'm not gonna lie. Big swing by Thurman. He is throwing those hooks incredibly high. He's throwing those hooks incredibly high. Good shot. Back door. Good shot by Fundora. Oh, that might have hurt for him. Wait a minute. Thurman's hurt. 10 seconds left. Oh, shoot. The last 5 seconds, Thurman got hurt. Thurman got caught. Thurman, with the fatigue of throwing heavy leather for 30 seconds straight, he almost got put down in that round, and the face is starting to swell up. Yep, it's starting to happen. The change is starting to come through. He is starting to change. The same thing we've seen with every other fighter that Fundora has faced. It's starting to happen to Thurman. His face is starting to swell. The cuts are starting to show. This cheek is cut and bruised. His eyes, both his eyes, are swelling up. He's breathing heavy before round 7. We are getting in dangerous territory for the likes of Keith Thurman. Sebastian Fundora is starting to have his way. Thurman has committed fully to throwing caution to the wind and putting his entire 152 pounds of weight behind every shot now, because there's no more jabbing and moving. There's no more point scoring. But I gotta knock this brother out. That's the only way he can win. That's the only way he can figure out he can win. And now they got the doctors checking on him. They got people looking at him. This fight, the damage he incurred, is starting to get sketchy. Ref might look really closely at potentially a fight stoppage, and we in potentially the last round of this fight. If we see Thurman get hit too much, that ref will stop it. Fundora coming out, another straight hook, another good hook. Ooh, that shot buckled Thurman a little bit. Good shot by Thurman though, but Fundora lands with a shot of his own. On the uppercut, big shots by both fighters that's devolved into an outright war. Both of them trade with each other. Thurman he's landing stuff, but he's taking the worst of it. My gosh, he is trying to survive now. Fundora lands a bunch of volleys on the guard. Thurman is bloodied up. Oh my word, Thurman is bloodied. Thurman, we're at the halfway point. This ain't even the second half. We are at the direct midway point of this fight. Good 1-2 by Fundora. We about to, and Burr, I see you. We about to cross in the deep waters after this. And my gosh, Fundora's opening up like a house on fire. Hey man, that house is burning. That house is burning. That skyscraper is burning. This firefighter is losing this war, trying to put out this fire. Another straight left by Fundora. Oh, Thurman's in trouble. Oh, Thurman's hurt. His legs are shaky. He's wobbly. He's scared. He's concerned. He's getting tagged. He's getting pieced up. Fundora's throwing everything out to get this thing. And it's over. And it's stopped. It's done. It's done. Sebastian Fundora gets to a knee and prays to the God above, because he has retained his title and still WBC champ at 154 pounds. The towering inferno has burned another building, and the man that reigns over the division, works in another dominating performance, can now stand above the rest and to say, I got real claim that I ain't a fluke. I'm the dog. I'm the dog at this division. And brother, I don't care if you're Boots. I don't care if you're Ortiz. I don't care if you're Josh Kelly. I don't care if you're Ortiz. I don't care if you're L. Spence Jr. This division should run through me. And I should be talked about not with Boots, not with Ortiz, as I'm contenders for them. They got to walk into this house of fire, because I'm burning everybody alive in this division. And that's what he just did with Keith Thurman. Let me tell you something right now. He worked him. He dominated him. What an incredible performance. Mind you, both things can be true. Thurman showed his age. He is not the same cat. At the same time, Fundora did what he was supposed to do against somebody that had the capacity of an elite championship status. And mind you, Fundora was getting caught. Fundora got popped, but he was taking the punishment. But what the shots that put him down against Mendoza, some of those same shots landed on Fundora, but it didn't faze him anymore. I'm telling y'all, he has grown more than people have thought. He has grown more than people have thought. There's a reason, mind you, this same fight looked like, let me pull it up so I can make sure I'm reading off these names correctly. Because this is important. This is very important. This same fighter did this same stuff against Erickson Lubin. This same fighter did this same stuff against the likes of Brian Mendoza before he got knocked down. This same fighter did the same exact performance that he did in this fight that he did against Tim Tszyu in both of their fights. Nobody's come out of the fight looking different than what Sebastian Fundora's been doing to everybody else in this division. Cotto looked the same way. Habib Ahmed looked the same way. Carlos Ocampo, even in it wasn't a knockout, but the fight devolved into the same way. The brother was beat up. Chordo Booker looked the same way. All of them got beat down and broken apart. This is nothing new. Any fight with Sebastian Fundora most likely will look like this. Any fight. Virgil Ortiz, most fights, I don't care if you think he can win. He can beat Sebastian Fundora. It's going to look like this. I don't want to hear they won't let him fight his game. He won't be able to fight and do what he needs to do. He going to take off his glasses, turn to Superman, and look like, and put on the glasses, turn back into Clark Kent afterwards. Why? Because he did his job of there's no my fight, my style. This is what the fight's going to be like. You are going to get broken down and decimated. If you can make it through that, you can beat me. But if you can't, ain't going to be no boxing and getting out the way. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to back up to. There's no space you can be had because, again, Sebastian Fundora, his back foot did not leave the center of the ring the entirety of this fight. And he was walking forward to Keith Thurman. And Thurman's back was rubbing the ropes to the point that you were seeing rope burn. The very ads on the ropes were wearing down because he was circling that far so much. And Thurman and Fundora still did not leave the center of the ring. There's nowhere to go against him. This is the type of fire that we're looking at. It's like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's what do we call it? A domain expansion. When you step in the ring with him, there is literally nowhere you can go. There's nowhere you can escape. There's nowhere you can, unless you can just knock him out or catch him or beat him at his own game. It's hard pressed to beat him. He's not perfect. But my gosh, when we talk about somebody who can be incredibly unstoppable, he can fit that bill. Because he's a bad man. That's a bad man, boy. I'm not saying he's unbeatable. But he showed his letter. He really did show his letter. Fundora is king at 154. We need Boots Fundora. That's a real test. Yeah, okay, yeah, hey. Most people are going to say that now. Most people are going to say that's a real test for the Boots versus Fundora. No longer it's just going to be seen as, he'll wash him. Ain't going to be like it no more. People going to look at Fundora. Okay, this is the real, this is the problem. This is the problem. And it should be a problem. It should be a problem. Somebody and even though it's an older Thurman, somebody as savvy as Thurman couldn't do anything to really change this fight around. Outside of, okay, caution to the wind, desperation shots, we throwing a heavy letter with everything we got. It's not going to be easy for anybody to beat this cat. And for Fundora, Boots is a legitimate, qualitative name that the public not just have to respect, but they're going to have to look at him as, Fundora is now a name that everybody's going to have to say, yeah, okay, yeah, we took this man too lightly. We let the stardom of the rest beat out who had been reigning with the belt as one of the best here, which is Sebastian Fundora. It's insane, man. It's ridiculous. Let me see. And I was Bostic, I missed you. I'm sorry. I was trying to call the fight, and I was saying Thurman was landing some stuff, but he was getting overwhelmed. He was getting overwhelmed. Does it look like Lewis versus David Tua? It doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that. Tua was a lot more willing to say, okay, I'm a throw and try to get there. Thurman was very hesitant early on and then went into the 2 mode of, okay, bump it. Whatever happens, happens. We just throw it. And then, yeah, he started getting pieced up and beat. And then ultimately stopped. So that's what happened. So absolutely. But it's man, Bird, you told me. Deep water. Hey, look, I dare say it wasn't even deep waters that Thurman got taken into. Because deep waters is after round 7. He knocked him out in 6. He knocked him out in 6. Before deep waters really took hold, he knocked him out in 6 rounds. Like, it's ridiculous. They just say, let me see, LW, you the best in the game. PBC, your turkey. I need to have you call a fight. Hey, man, look, hey, sign me up. Pay me. Hey, look, you pay me double my tuition. We got ourselves some money. Hey, we got ourselves some flow. You make 80,000 on the dot. That's what I'm asking. I ain't moving up a cent more. Yeah, we pulling a Zuffa. I'm demanding 80K guaranteed. And I can use my likeness, and I keep my show, and I get all the residuals of anything that my name provides. Absolutely, no question about it. And I get to travel for free. First class travel for free. That's what I'm demanding. Yeah, but but look, Lord willing, if we can get there, I would love it and appreciate it. And if it happens, it happens. But we're going to build our empire with or without anybody else, because that's what you, the fan, deserve. The best quality content possible, and hopefully I'm bringing that about. So I appreciate the sentiments oh so much, and so it's great. I love doing this. I really do. On this and other sports, I love it. Absolutely, no question about it. But let me keep on reading what you all got to say. Wow, what a performance! Yep, it was absolutely incredible. Fundora is a bad man. He's a bad man, boy. That's a monster, man. Let me see. Sardonic, what's going on with you? How you doing? Thank you for tuning into the show. So happy that you're here with us on today. Keith never had a chance. Hey, man, I thought he did. I didn't pick him to win, but I thought he did. But my gosh, yeah, he look at his face, not the damage. Look at the expression. This man was overwhelmed. He was outgunned, outmatched. He did not understand truly what he was getting in the ring with. He wasn't scared to fight him. But when you actually fight Fundora, all of a sudden, okay, this was more than I bargained for. He's quicker than I realized. His reaction time, like, mind you, one of the biggest things about Thurman was that he was ducking down. He didn't think Fundora had the speed to land the uppercut on him when you're trying to roll. Lo and behold, that brother caught him, almost knocked him down. Caught him again, almost hurt him. And then when you were trying to run, my gosh, hey, this brother's 80-inch reach. I'm trying to escape. I can't get out of the way. And I can't clinch. Because he's nullifying my clinch. Because he's better work on the inside. I mean, that's insane. I've never seen Keith Thurman dominated like that. I have never seen Keith Thurman dominated that badly. Yes, it's a 3-year layoff. Yeah, he lost to Manny Pacquiao, but he was coming back in the second half of that fight. Like, really coming back in the second half of that fight. He got beat pillar to post, and it wasn't even close. I don't even think there was a round I could give him. And there was no source of, outside of 2 big shots that landed on Fundora, there was no recourse of, oh, he's making a comeback. Oh, something's happening. That was it. This is the worst I've ever seen Fundora beat. Or, excuse me, this is the worst I've ever seen Keith Thurman beat. Out of everybody he's fought against. That deserves some respect. That deserves some respect. He's going to call out Virgil Ortiz. I hope so. I didn't even get to hear who he called out. Somebody tell me. Did he call out Virgil Ortiz or somebody in the post-fight presser? I didn't hear it because I was talking with y'all. So if you can tell me if he did, please do so I can actually react to it. Let me see. Boots might be the only one to beat Fundora. I mean, at this point in time, it's either Boots or Ortiz. That's it. The short list just got shorter. The top 3 just separated themselves even more. The elite just became an even smaller diaspora of conversation. Josh Kelly deserves to be there by proxy of championship title holding. But even amongst that, we can't talk about Josh Kelly in the same way as these others. At least when it comes to Fundora. At least when it comes to Fundora. And when it comes to now, Boots and Zayas, because Zayas and Boots are going to be fighting for the title, they're going to be in that conversation of one of them is going to be champion. So one of them is going to be separate from everybody else. So I'm telling you, the conversation for it's still killers everywhere. But even amongst killers, there's a code. You don't mess with certain people. Because there's certain people, brother, that's a contract that ain't worth taking. In terms of they're that good. Perfect example. Afro Samurai. If anybody watched that anime show about Samuel Jackson. Phenomenal anime if you haven't seen it. It's on Hulu. Love it. You will love it. Afro Samurai. Battle with the headbands. If you got the number 10 headband, you were the 10th strongest man on earth. Woman. Person on earth. Whoever got it. All the way up until number 2 and number 1. Everybody who's got number 2 and number 1, they get gunned for. Specifically, the number 1 headband is the guy that everybody wants. You can't fight him up until you get the number 2 headband. Straight up. Which is what Afro Samurai had. But the issue was, the top 3 in that movie verse, Afro Samurai being one of them, anybody who challenged them, there wasn't even a bother. You double teamed them. You triple teamed them. You couldn't fight fair. One-on-one, you're dead. Because there's no way anybody else except for whoever's got number 3, number 2, and number 1 can compete with them. That's it. That's what the headband saga was all about. That's what it's now with Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian's got, at this point in time, you could argue he's got the number 1 headband. You can say Boots is the best fighter in the division and Virgil's close behind. Yeah. But Fundora should be seen as, yeah, okay, that's the best brother in this division right now. That is the current king of this division. He should be seen as such. If you want to say Zayas because he's got more belts, fine. But in all totality, no, in fact, no, he doesn't have more belts, does he? He's got 2. So no, he's got the same amount of belts as Zayas. And he's looked the most destructive. He should be seen as the best in this division. The king of this division from a ranking standpoint. It goes through him. Then Zayas. Then Kelly. And then Boots. Or Ortiz. Depending on who you have as higher. That's what it should look like. It goes through him. This man, he's such a monster. He is such a monster, man. It's no joke. It is no joke. It's no joke. And you say, yeah, he's scared. And I'm like, I hope not. Especially now. I don't want nobody being scared of this because this just made this division oh so exciting amongst the top. Because we were saying the only competitive fight for Ortiz and Boots was each other. Now I got to say Fundora is more of a challenge than we all may have expected. There's some real opening up of concern that we got to have for Fundora against any of those 3. Boots, Ortiz, and Zayas. Kelly, if he fights Kelly, he beats Kelly. Absolutely. No question about it. Let me see. Now Boots got speed. He does. Absolutely. Okay. I'm still saying Ortiz would win. But the competitiveness of that fight has now leveled up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm happy for. Let me see. Yo, what's going on with you? You say what happened. It's over. Yes. Hey, man. Hey, brother. It was a 6-round war. It was a 6-round war that he went through. He knocked him out. He bloodied him up. He made him look like Harrison Lubin. I mean, it was the worst beating Keith Thurman ever had in his career. Is what Sebastian Fundora just gave to him. That's the best way I can describe it. It's this man. Let me see. Love King, get this man 80K. Hey man, yeah, do it. Come on. Get me that 80K. That's a baseline. Mind you, I'm planning on making millions. I'm planning on being somebody that I ain't got to worry about a thing in life. And we're going to be sure that we spread the wealth. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, like I've seen some other people. I would love to be able to help people in the chat and across the board and across the globe, family and otherwise. But hey, we going to be set. We got the talent to do it. And so, yeah, it's going to be money well spent. Trust me. You're going to want that guaranteed deal because you're going to be saying you're going to get tenfold what you can get back. I promise you. Let me see. Zena, what's going on with you? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in to the show with us all today. Thurman said to Pacquiao, he got T-Rex arms. He looked like that tonight. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I'm going to tell you a quote that CM Punk told to, who was it? I think it was Roman Reigns. No, John Cena. I think it was Roman Reigns. No, John Cena. Your arms are too short to box with God. That's a cold line. Now, I'm not saying Fundora's that, but that's just about, I can guarantee you, that's about what Thurman felt like he was fighting. That's about what Thurman might have felt like he was fighting, because that brother just couldn't do a thing. He couldn't do a thing. And he just couldn't reach him. He just couldn't reach him. Let me see. I hate to say it, but I hate to say it, but not even Boots can beat this man. It's time to put Fundora in the top 10. Whoa, no, hold on, wait, hold on, time out, whoa, wait a minute, hey, whoa, pump the brakes a little bit now. Hold on now. We weren't even saying Thurman was top 10. We were saying he was around Errol Spence level. Jermell Charlo level, at best. We were surprised he had what he had in the gas tank. This win doesn't push him that high. It pushes him in a new stratosphere of where we respect him in his own domain. But he ain't top 10. He ain't pound for pound. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Now, this division can put him there. Because if he beats enough names in this division alone, okay, we got a conversation. But let's slow down just a little bit. Let's slow down just a tad on that. Because, there's still some work to be done. But he should be seen, in my opinion, as number one in this division. Because of the accolades and the dominance and of the recent stretch in his career with the names that he's fought, with the titles tying Zayas for the most titles in the division, holding a majority. Yeah, I would say he should be seen as the best at 154 right now. No problem. He is the man to beat at this point in time. He's not the best talent, but he's the man to beat. No question about it. Virgil is on ice dealing with legal stuff. Right now he is. When is Boots versus Xander? So they haven't announced the date. We played a video of Zayas that he put out publicly, signing the contract directly, saying we have a fight. So probably within the next week, if not by the end of this month, they're going to announce, not the end of this month, by early next month in April, probably after or right before Tyson Fury and his fight in April 11th, we're going to get an announcement that we're going to see Boots versus Zayas in a date. The speculation is June 27th. Speculation is June 27th. So if it's around that time, great. But that's right now what it looks like it can be. But we don't know for sure. But Xander has signed the fight. And he keeps on alluding to it's going to be with Boots. So that's what we got right now. So no set date at this point in time. Virgil touching his jaw stuff. No, I'm not denying it. He'll tag him. He can't. Now, this gives me a new dimension as to it might not be as easy for Virgil to get to those high heights of just, okay, it's a given. He's going to land on the head. He's going to catch Fundora. It's not going to be as easy as I initially thought. If Fundora and Ortiz fight against each other, it can still happen. But that height discrepancy, this fight showed me, okay, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more than just a gimmick that everybody says is a problem. Even for Virgil Ortiz, it can be a problem. Now, And I gotta actually entertain that fight as, okay, it might not be just Ortiz dominating. Or excuse me, it might not be just Ortiz dominating, easy work, 3 rounds, 5 rounds. Oh, it's over. Might not be that. It could be another war like this. And if that's the case, that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a really good fight. That's gonna be a very good fight. Let me see. Henry Bostic, I've said it my whole life. Leave them tall, wiry guys alone. I don't know why he makes that weight. I don't know how he makes that weight at that height. It looks fresh. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? He looks fresh. He looks healthy, and he didn't look like he was completely. Like, he didn't look like he was 175 either. He didn't look like he was 168. He looked big and filled out, but he didn't look like he was his body didn't look like, okay, this is a weight bully. Like, he actually still looked, in terms of mass on the frame, comparable to Keith Thurman, who was at 152 in the fight, in the ring. And so he probably gained some weight to try to get some more power. And so, like, this is crazy enough. This is just where he operates. This is it's an anomaly of physical proportions. But he may just be a natural 154 pounder. That, like, this is actually where he fights best. And maybe even where he walks around. Maybe. Or close enough to this range that, okay, there's nothing I can say. like there's nothing I can say. And so I don't get it. You would think he'd be fighting at 168. He would have this same advantage at 168. And if he's already beating up people like this, my gosh, shoot. Imagine what he could do up there. But he stays put because this is where he lies. Let me see. Barry, how you doing? Thank you for tuning into the show. The wrong thing. Hold on. Thank you for tuning in to the show with us on tonight. Let me see what you have to say on. I thought I had some food in my beer. Let me see what you have to say on our live stream commentary. Izzy and his career is over. Did he announce it? I saw him get stopped. I don't know if he announced his retirement. Did somebody fact check me if that's the case or not? Let me see. Who has Boots beaten? The biggest name being Stanionis. He knocked out Roman V, who hadn't been knocked out before. Lima, who was a WBO champion. I'm not comparing all those wins. That's the same rhetoric. Shukajan can fight. That's a good fight. I don't know why I don't bring up Shukajan as an actual good win. Because that's a good win. But he hasn't fought the same people that Virgil Ortiz has fought. Everybody up here has a better resume, name-wise, than Boots. No question about that. Now he's trying to get the accolades. And so they got what he needs in terms of titles. And he's got what they need, which is a name. And so it all matches up. Let me see. He beats anyone at 154. He beats a lot of people. I'm still concerned with Boots Ortiz, both of them. But that short list of competition that can beat Fundora now, after this, that it just got shorter. It just got shorter, and deservedly so. Let me see. Trying to make sure I keep on talking with everybody. He's definitely not a weight bully. He's just freakishly built, and he's got real boxing skills to complement his power. And mind you, look, what was we might as well go into we might have not reached the super chat goal, but you know what? We still gonna do it anyway, and we're gonna go into a post show. Let's have a post show, shall we? Come on, let's have ourselves a post show. Championship rounds is what we're going into. We're gonna do this for we ain't gonna go too long. Gotta make sure I keep my voice a little bit. But we're talking in the aftermath of Fundora versus Thurman. We have to have a conversation. The skills that people said he might not have had, he showed it. He used his jab the entire fight. The entire fight, he didn't get away from the most basic weapon, That was the biggest advantage. And we were complaining in the past he wouldn't do that. It's one of the biggest reasons as to why he was able to build up in this momentum of breaking down Thurman. Because when Thurman kept on trying to go around the ring, he just kept on popping that jab out, just kept on throwing it. He wasn't even throwing it hard. It was just educate. Boom, educate. Okay, you're within range. You think you're safe. Boom, I'm a jab. I'm still there. I'm still here. You try to work up. I'm still here. Put it into a hook. Going into a straight left. It's my right hand, but you're same thing, straight left. And then going back into jabbing you into the corner. Now we're throwing volleys and flurries. When I back up, I go back to the jab. He did that the whole fight. That's the biggest thing I wanted from him in his entire career. This might be the best jabbing performance that he had. And it was perfect. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. And he's only 28 years old, so he got a good 5 to 6 years to see what he can accomplish. Like he's at the start of his prime. From about 26 to 30. 26 to 32. It's about when you reach kind of the zenith of, okay, you're walking into the stages of your prime. No, I'm not 26. I think it was 27. 27 to 32. You kind of put everything together of what you are as a athlete, not just boxer, but athlete. LeBron, from age 27 to 32, when the physicality maxed out and the IQ was catching up, during that stint in time, he was the best player in the world. He was that before that, but after that, at that point in time, that's been referenced as that version dominates just about everybody that's ever played this game. Just about. In most people's eyes. He was that physically insane, and the mentality caught up to it. And with Fundora, he's in that same window. 27, 26 is the start. 32, maybe 33 is about the end of the prime. And you're able to work. That's what he's doing. And so he can only get better. He can only get better from here. He can only get more dominant from here. And boy, he can only get more scared from here. That's insane. That's insane. Let me see. One time, hey, Tay, how you doing? Thank you for tuning into the show. One time fought the wrong fight. We appreciate you being here. One time, I'm gonna tell you this. Keith, one time Thurman has told himself that's the last time I'm ever fighting somebody that big. I promise you. He told himself that's the one time and the last time I'm ever fighting somebody above 6'3". He's never doing that again. He trained with the people. He trained with Michael Fox, who was 6'4", somebody else is 6'5". Also, those guys were nowhere close to as good as Fundora. He trained with the frame, but not the style. And it's hard to replicate what Fundora can do. You can't really prepare for that unless you are just that good. And Keith Thurman, he couldn't prepare for that. He couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't. And you saw when he got in the ring. Eyes bug-eyed, face scrunched up. A level of concern on his face that I've never seen in his career. Like he didn't know what to do. Because he was just, nothing's working. And nothing was working. That's the thing. So that's the last time he's fighting him. That's the last time he's fighting anybody. 6'5". Never. He's never doing that again. Absolutely. Burr, deep water. Like I said, I fully, again, my definition for deep waters is round 7 and on. The past the halfway point of the fight. That's deep water. This was impressive to me because I thought this fight was going to end in round 9. That's when I thought, okay, he was going to break him down. There's nothing else he's going to be able to do. He did it in round 6. He had his brother gasping for air, swelling up, cut, bloody. I mean, blood streaming down his face. Fatigued, hurt to the body. Legs were giving out, everything. By round 6, I thought it was going to take at least 3 more rounds. That's ridiculous. Even with an old fighter in Keith Thurman, that's still impressive. That's still impressive. That's still very impressive. So like I'm excited to see what happens next. And my gosh, I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what Ortiz does next. Because be clear, and we'll end off the stream with this. I can't wait to see what Ortiz does next. And Tay, I can't wait for Boots and Xander. And I can't wait for Fundora versus Ortiz. You have to understand. With this fight now done, we now know what the scope of the division is. Fundora at the top, Boots, Xander, fighting for a belt. One of them is going to reign. Fundora is reigning now, definitively. Ortiz doesn't have a fight, but there's some people available now that Fundora is done with his fight. So, Boots versus Zayas, whenever that faces off against potentially the winner of Ortiz versus Fundora, and then they go unified. Or somebody goes, and most likely it's going to be Boots. Boots fights Xander. If he wins, Boots fights Fundora. Ortiz fights Josh Kelly. Boots and Ortiz for the undisputed title. It could work that way. It could finagle into that type of trajectory. That could be the pathway into the mega fight we've been waiting on. Because mind you, Ortiz ain't gonna fight Boots for probably over a year because of Oscar De La Hoya. He won't be able to fight him up until after he gets out of his contract with Oscar De La Hoya. And I don't know when that happens, but I doubt it's this year. So that's part of the trajectory. Ortiz either fights Fundora or Josh Kelly. Zayas and Boots fight against each other. If Ortiz fights Fundora, Boots fights Josh Kelly. If Ortiz fights Josh Kelly, Boots fights Fundora. And if they win, next year, they fight against each other in a mega fight. There's everybody buzzing. And potentially by that time, Errol Spence, Charlo will be wanting to fight each other. Shoot, at this point, I'm not going to lie. This fight puts further stamping that Keith Thurman is on the level of Errol Spence Jr. So I still want to see Errol Spence Jr. versus Keith Thurman. I still want to see that fight. And now we know that's where Keith Thurman belongs, around that vein of Thurman, Spence, and Charlo. One of those fights could be made on the undercard for the co-main event of Ortiz versus Boots. That makes sense. That makes sense. That would be my dream matchup or my dream card to have happen. Let me see. Elijah Garcia is done though. He can't make weight. Looks very slow and sluggish. He's slapping with his shots instead of punching, and he's only like 22, 24. No, he wasn't moving his head. He wasn't really evading shots. He lost to Hernandez. Now, I think they were saying that I think the punch stats might have been actually in Garcia's favor, but I got to fact check that. I don't think he's not done. He's not done, but there's definitely a retooling. He's not done, but there's definitely a retooling. It's probably going to be a back to the basics necessary overhaul for Elijah Garcia. I still think he can be good because that was a close fight with Hernandez. It was Hernandez, right? It was Hernandez, right, that he fought on the prelims. Whoever it was, because I'm delirious. I'm still over Sebastian Fundora. He can still be a threat, a big threat, real threat. It just got to be just going to take some time. And at 22, 24, you want your losses happening here so that when you know what the problem is, you iron them out. And now you can go on a tear. It happened to Gary Antoine Russell. Shoot, it happened to Lomachenko. And we saw what Lomachenko's career turned out to be. Our early loss is never always bad. It could actually be a blessing in disguise to help you see, hey, brother, you are not going to be where your potential should have you if you don't fix these certain issues. And now he's got time to fix them. And hopefully he does. Let me see. But Fundora is a nightmare at 154. I do believe he is. I know he is. He is definitely. And boy, come Tuesday, we're going to have a lot to talk about with Fundora. We're going to have a lot to talk about with Fundora, mark my words. But we have to end this stream off. I got to go. I need to eat, and I need to let my voice rest so I can be able to be prepared with y'all on Tuesday afternoon. Same time, same place, same channel right here on YouTube. And we appreciate all you supporting it and coming through on the live with us today. And hey, we're going to end the show off with a bang, and we're going to end this show off with what we do best. Thanking you all for all of your support. And hey, hopefully you leave a like on the stream. Oh, wait, no, I say that with the music. Let me rephrase that. Let me say it with the music as we close out this live stream commentary of the World Report. So with all of this being said, this has been another live stream commentary of the World Report with me, your host, Jean-Luc Welch. We thank you to everybody who tuned in, who chatted, who responded, and who watched the show with us. And we had over 2,000 people come through collectively on the stream. Clap it up for you all. Y'all made this stream so incredible. We appreciate the love and support. Hopefully, I did a good job entertaining you all. I made it worthwhile. I made it worth your time. And hopefully, your night's a little bit better enjoying it with us on today. And I can't wait to see you all on Tuesday afternoon. Thank you to everybody who chatted and was on the stream. Y'all were wonderful. Y'all were beautiful. Leave a like on the video before you leave this channel. It means the world to me, and it helps us to push this video out to the algorithms all across YouTube to help us become more popular and have more people be involved in the hottest show in all of the globe. And we appreciate it so much. Please go ahead and subscribe to your channel. Come join the Empire. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever we post right here on YouTube and whenever we do anything right here on our channel. And please be sure to share the show with everybody that you know so we can keep on building up this empire together. Also, one last shameless plug, because we got to pay the bills on this show. If you can support the channel, you enjoyed what you saw, and you enjoyed this experience, I ain't getting paid $80K just yet. And so because of that, we're funded by viewers like you. The likes and the comments and the shares all help the algorithm as a whole. But also, if you can support the channel with monetary value, we got Cash App, PayPal, links down below in the description. Super chats, super gifts, stickers, and the like if you want to give something before we end off this stream. Before we go, it would mean the world to me. Helps us to make this show bigger, better, and stronger. All for your viewing and listening pleasure, and allows for me to pay the bills on my end of the spectrum and make a living. No question about it. Hey, we all got to do something. Hey, and this is my job, and I'm trying to make it so we can be the biggest thing in all of the world. And it's only possible because you all were here to make it happen. So we thank you all for tuning in. We thank you all for listening. Be back here on Tuesday afternoon as we go through and end off this show. And we're going to have a whole bunch to talk about with Moses Itauma, Sebastian Fundora, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, a bunch of things with Boots and Zayas. It's going to be a lot, man. I can't wait to see you all here. And Henry Bostic, one last chat. I appreciate your work, brother. Another phenomenal stream. Hey, man, y'all made it great, and y'all made it grand, and y'all made it absolutely spectacular. And I appreciate it so much. But we got to go on and get out of here, and we're going to talk about it more on Tuesday afternoon. So be right here, same time, place, same channel, same show, same fun, same excitement, and all the same love to you across the globe. So I've been Jean-Luc Welch. You all have been absolutely wonderful. Be safe, be blessed, peace and love. We are out of here. Yes, sir. We are going to see you all on Tuesday. Salute to you. Be safe. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. Don't go too crazy. And we're going to see you all next time. Salute to you. And we out of here. Yes, sir. Tune in next week or Tuesday for a lot of fun.